Alright. Just gotta wait for everything to say it's working. Wait, where did I just put my cup? Did I literally do all of that and then leave my water cup behind? I did. Alright, time to go get my water cup then. Sorry about that. There we go. Can't believe I left my water cup behind. I know I get dehydrated if I just keep playing this game too long. Hey everyone. Welcome back to more Rogue Legacy speedrunning. No way this thing... Yep, everything's all loaded. Good. Cool. Alright. Well. I guess we just get to it then. I'm just making sure everything's looking good. Testing, testing. Huh. Is my voice working still? Oh yeah, my voice was working. I just couldn't see it because of a little corner issue. Alright. We have everything working. We just go in. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. I'd like to apologize for being a bit late. Just kind of lost track of time. That's been happening recently. I feel bad about it, but I feel like most of my viewers don't really care, which is kind of makes it hard to care myself. They just care that I release the videos on time. At least the people on YouTube do. And the others just care that I'm streaming at some point before they crash because of the time frame. Alright. So because of that, I'm thinking I'm going to try to stream. Like, it's weird. I keep wanting to say that I'll stream earlier, but then I'm never done in time, so streaming early never works for me. Like, I say I want to, and then I'm not even making it in time for this sometimes. So, alright. Whatever. Ooh, that money would have been nice to get. Oh well. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I usually keep track of, like, in my schedules, I keep personal best saved in a specific area at the top, basically. And I realized I haven't changed that recently since me getting my new PB, so need to fix that. Alright. Okay. Those axes are actually causing me a lot of issue today for some reason. Almost, actually probably would have been faster if I just reset to the entrance. Alright. Alright, found the book. Or, sorry. Found the dash. So that's at least good. Alright. Ugh. My neck still is having issues, but oh well. Alright. Hey man, I will join you soon, but you know the drill. Food. Yeah, exactly. Dude, get yourself... If you want to watch with popcorn, you know? I'm glad I could be a chick. Sweet flick. Thanks for showing up, sweet good. Things aren't looking very well right now. Need to get that potion to make sure my next room is good. And we're taking way too much damage, and we are actually 1 mana off, or 5 mana off from doing that properly. Which means we have to do this the long way, because I made a slight miscalculation. By 5 mana, I ruined this time by quite a bit. my gosh. Feeds are going bad on this. And then I just... I am not in my head right now, it seems. But yeah, yay stream. Thank you for showing up, Thorza. How's your day been going? Oof, mine's... I'm sure it will be doing fine in just a second. Like, it's nothing bad, just... I don't know, after... Yesterday I also didn't have any runs that were, like, notable. It's been okay. Good that's okay, but yeah, I think you're the same thing as me, where it's like... every day is just kind of a day. It's not exactly like, oh my gosh, this amazing thing happened. It's, yeah, no, I stayed inside to do quarantine, watched some nice vids, they were fun, and now I'm here. Like, what am I doing? Well, I'm finding meat, apparently, so that's good. Alright, well, at least I found this teleport. Just playing the pirate game and practicing speedy Rogue Legacy. Oh yeah, I'm also played some Magic. Nice. So really quick, when you say pirate game, you're talking about like Sea of Thieves or some pirate themed game. You're not like, oh yeah, I was just pirating a game or something like that. Because one of those, dude, totally. The other, bro, morals. You know. So I think I'm actually going to go to the left, see if I find the book, and then enter Lamek, because... Alright. Glad I have those rooms now. Well, we have to be careful on this Lamek, because I only have enough to take a few hits. 1 plus a blocked hit. Good. Good. Sea of Thieves. Alright. So, with Magic the Gathering, what kind of deck have you been leaning towards? Like, are you... Like, what colors have been kind of... Okay. Okay. I need a... Okay. Alright, white deck. Awesome. Let's just focus on that. Focus on the good feeds. Alright. So is it like a mid-range deck, an aggro? Is it like the base that starts you with, or have you been like expanding? Did I really gain that little gold? Okay. Well, apparently my lack of focus has punished me. So, but it's okay. It's already punished me. Let's continue with the story, or the game. Glad to hear you're into Magic the Gathering. I do apologize if I ended up ruining your free time due to getting you into MTG. But that's what MTG does. At least it's not as expensive on Arena as it is on physical. Alright. This time, I'm going to try to focus, because apparently not focusing got me killed, so... Oh, I can't. This spell doesn't really work for my playstyle. For a Lamek, at least. Oh. You've already invested into the physical cards. Alright. Yeah. Oh, your parents have. Okay, yeah. So, when I first started playing Magic, it was actually because a family friend suggested it to us. Like, we just, like, for a Christmas present, got the 7th edition starter pack. So, Puritans actually affected my ability to face Lamek properly. Oh well. But yeah. We got the 7th edition starter set, and then we just kept expanding the collection after that, so... But yeah, it's nice to have the physical cards, but when you realize how much these cost... Then again, if people... I mean, what was the theme? Alright. Great, you're prepared. Well, I'm not. I've been making a bunch of stupid mistakes. But glad you're back in, Suicune. How's your day been going? Whew. Right now, we're kind of just talking about how, about Magic the Gathering and stuff, because, in case you're wondering, after this game, I play Magic the Gathering. So... we were just discussing that, and yeah. That being said, this dying first has actually got me a lot of additional gold, so it's going to make this run a lot safer, though it's not going to make it faster. Interesting to consider. Alright. Alright, so there's a path going up. Amaterasu's son. It's been weird. Lots of random people show up at my door. Then a big incident in my street. So, from what I could gather, something big happened out on your street. So it's kind of like... sounds like a car crash the way you're describing it. Like, you're saying with ambulances and fire trucks and all that. Ooh, got lucky there, not getting hit. Gonna quickly look up. Alright, let's buy that warp. Let's grab that warp, at least. You actually had a part 2 dream, Thorza? Is it about this fight where you became dubbed by the queen the greatest speedrunner ever, whatever it was? But... or is it like just another... oh. I'm not going to ask too much right now. Oh, it is. Awesome. Oof. Did I just not grab book? If I did, then I'm just going to have to accept that and keep moving because I'm not in a position to go back. Oof. Alright. So as for the incident, no cards involved. 2 kids came out of a house with their mother, but didn't catch more than that. Alright. I mean, yeah. As long as people, like, if police are involved, the police are taking care of the situation. You don't need to get too deep into other people's themes. Yeah, I just realized 2 kids came out with their mother is a very limited amount of information. Whatever it is, it's probably something that is private, so guess it should just probably stay that way. Oh well. Still weird. Still recognize the whole my day was weird with that. Like, hey, do you know anything about this? What is it? It's private. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't know anything about this private stuff. Alright. Keep it moving. Alright. Just watch it from my window and then went back to video games. Yeah. I mean, what else do you do? Hey, man. We need to do, personal space here, whatever it's called. We need to make sure we stay healthy. Don't spread the COVID, man. I'm just gonna stay in here. You deal with your stuff, and I'm gonna just, you know, play Rogue Legacy. What am I doing killing people? I'm not a pacifist, but I really don't need to be bothering with that. Alright. My fault. Ooh, meat, appreciated. Don't know how I didn't get hit there, but I'll accept it. Ah, oh well. Oof. Shield being godlike. Oh wait, we could just go down here. Ignore all the noise. Alright. Whew. Didn't know where the ground was going to be, so just took it secure. Maybe there'd be some behind me. Alright. That was a little awkward, the maneuvering, but we managed. Oh, okay. I gotta learn to try to shield that, because I know someone was talking about... We don't know if you could shield the water yet. Someone might have already confirmed it, but I haven't tried it yet. I haven't confirmed it. Hey. Gotta get the book now, which I never did find. Good to know. That I never did find. My insurance broker, not sure if that's a word. No, insurance broker is a word. The guy that handles my insurances, he came over and needed some documents because there have been changes. He's digging through, like, 500 letters. Gosh. Yeah. We have, like... I mean, I'm not going to tell you how we do it, but yeah, you need to keep that stuff organized. Because that happens at times. And yes, in case you're wearing an insurance broker is the official word. That is, so... Not sure if you managed to put that together between, like, statements you've heard in English, or if you just, like, yeah. But yeah, good job. That is the official, precise wording we use in English, so... Double up on yeah, let's double up on Amaterasu's son. See if it actually extends the burn or something like that. Okay, where can book be then? Has to be over there, looks like. Yeah. There's not many things that are brokers. Insurance broker? Yeah, I'm really not sure what other words, where else the term broker is used, but I know insurance broker is definitely, it's either insurance agent or insurance broker, but I'm pretty sure broker is actually the more common term. Alright, gotta find the book. Then we good. Alright, so I think with that whole extends burn by 2 seconds means that my attacks now apply burn for 4 seconds instead of, oh, the usual time. Oh, wow. Can't imagine how people handle 3+ languages. Yeah, neither... I barely handle English, okay? I barely handle English. How do you guys handle 2 languages? My gosh. But yeah, 3+ languages? Ugh. So yeah, we're gonna keep track. So, let's see. Normally, the burn ticks deal 4 damage and last about 2 seconds. So we're gonna see. I think the burn ticks are gonna still only deal 9 damage, but they're going to tick for 4 seconds instead of 2. I think that's what's going to occur. Not certain, but we're gonna find out. But yeah, I do remember my sister saying that, like, in her Spanish class, there was a guy who was taking Spanish who knew French, and there was a bunch of issues where, like, they'd ask, who knows what this phrase is? Or, like, how to say this phrase in Spanish? And he would raise his hand and, like, yes? And he'd just say something that, like, no one else understood. He's like, I think you just said it in French. He's like, oh, whoops. Because, yeah, he couldn't keep them clear, as you're saying. Alright, still dealing the low damage, but I think the ticks are just going to last super long. Which, you know, lasting super long ticks, it's a good thing I didn't bring myself below 100%, because that is not worth it for how fast this guy attacks anyways. Alright. Oof. There we are. Oof. Right. I just realized I read the can't imagine people read 3 languages. I didn't read the feed before. Can't imagine. You know, it's so weird being bilingual. Sometimes I talk German and want to say a specific word, but only know the English word for it. Yeah. Sometimes I try to say the English word, I don't know the English word for it, so I just make up a word that makes sense. Like, the most common example of this, which is like a meme, is funner. Technically, more fun is the correct pronunciation, but if you say funner, people know what you're saying. Therefore, it's accepted even though it's not an actual word. Alright. You have something you're saying, but I've learned that ignoring the boss during the fight is a great way to get myself killed, so I'm gonna just give this guy my utmost attention. There we are. Read English very well, even scientific papers. I could type it pretty okay-ish. Yeah, I think they're definitely lasting longer in fire, so I think that's definitely what the theme is doing. It's just extending how long the fire lasts. Man, it's really hard to make out what's going on when the enemies, you can't really see their animations. There we are. So one's dead. There we are. Okay. Because I think I have time to think about the sense, but when I talk English, I sometimes can't even form a correct sentence. Hey man, sounds like you're a fluent English speaker. Right, so what happened was that it was 3 days ahead. So, alright. So now we can switch over to the guy. This is part 2 of the great dream of where you were a great speedrunner. You had to challenge me. So let's get a quick recap. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, whew, you faced me, the great patient tadpole, in a duel as to who is the fastest speedrunner. I became like a boss, and you became a character named James, and you had Ostenogesis Imperfectica, so you could not take any bit of damage, but the last second you managed to achieve it and avoid my attacks and win the fight. And then the queen came out and crowned you the keen speedrunner or something like that. And I'm trying to remember if something else important happened. But let's navigate through this, and then I'll read the comment that is the continuation of the legend. I realize this is not the path I need to be going. Whew. Alright. Ooh. No, we're talking. This is the thing. He had a dream that was like this complex story, and so what he's saying is he had a continuation to that dream, and so that big paragraph is the continuation to that dream that I'm trying to get myself in a position where I could read it without getting punished and dying. Alright. So what happened was that it's 3 days ahead, and they just released a new major update called the Dry Update, where they added new boss and Prison Dry Lake was done, but we all did speedruns, and Mindful got the queen. Okay, hold up. Because apparently the President Obama got involved, so I need to hold up and... okay. That's okay. That's okay. The Queen and President Obama to knight him, and so Mindful Line 3 got by Obama got signed the Speedrunner Keen, the new Speedrunner Keen. So we formed an alliance and we became Rogue Legacy Outlaws. This is something else. All right. So, we are a bunch of Rogue Legacy Outlaws versus both Obama and the Keen. Let me just really quick do my purchases. Oof. Ooh. Not sure I could equip those at all. Nope, and just barely. But it cost me all my money. Nope, we want to lock it down. Thank you, sir, for reminding me with the exclamation point. Alright. So we formed an alliance, so we became Rogue Legacy Outlaws for a bit, and we went back into the game, and we found Mindful Eye at the study place, and we had a fight against him. I was a cook, and you were just a normal knight. So we fought him, and he was a giant line that would zoom across the screen. This just gets better and better. So he's a giant line that would zoom across the screen, and we defeated him, and two of us became the Overlords. Take that, Keen of Rogue Legacy. We're Overlords of Rogue Legacy. I see this game is important to you. Oh my gosh. Don't worry, if you don't know what's going on, that's par for the course, sir. That's par for the course. I heard Dragon Ball, and I'm in. Don't know how I avoided all those attacks, but I did. Alright. Hey man, Credicino, how's it going, man? I'm doing well. Recovering. This run went a little awkward, I guess would be the phrase. But we're recovering, How about you, Credicino? Also having a good fun with Thor's Ed Suicune. We're forming an alliance. We're being rogues in Legacy to defeat the Keen Rogue. I gotta go read that again, but it's quite the story. It's quite the story we've made. Our great chef Thorza here has helped us fight off the great flashing line and helped us become overlords. So, we have that to thank him for. Alright, got Far Shores popped open. And I have one, only I know where the other one is. So it's actually, we just do this here. Whoop. Hey, have you seen, Vibes, how's it going? And yes, I have seen Loop Hero. The thing is, I don't, like, buy new games instantly. I mean, I might, if people are super interested, start doing it on Monday. Like, I could definitely buy it and get it on Monday, but I usually wait for a bit before I do stuff like that. Seems like a pretty cool game. Just haven't invested into it yet, you know? Seen a few people play it. Seems kind of interesting. Definitely what I like about it is it's my style. And it's a game where I can just, like, keep playing the game and be able to talk about things without, like, having to worry about my focus being broken, you know? There we are. Picked up the meat in the last frames. That feels good. Cool game, but not going to buy because 4 chapters only, and I already have 1,000 games. Yes, it's actually starting to. It is. I think it has reached 900 games. So, yes, when you say 1,000 games, you're not exactly precisely wrong. I could actually check after this if you're really interested. It is very streamer friendly. I will state that. Let's see, but yeah, definitely. Not 1,000 games. I have near... So here's the thing. So have you ever heard of something called Humble Bundle? It's a charity service that basically when a game gets a little old, they have the Humble... So I've been part of Humble Bundle for like over several years now. And when they started doing the Humble Monthly bundles, a lot of people didn't like it because, they were like, but this goes to this place instead of to charities. I'm like, they're using it so that they can maintain their system to fund charities. And a lot of people didn't. I'm like, that makes sense to me. I was totally down with it. Most people weren't. So they had to keep increasing how powerful that benefit was. And I grabbed in from the first start because I was perfectly okay with them, like, you know, spending money to keep everything functioning on their side. And, so what happens is the Humble Monthly Bundle became Humble Choice, and people started appreciating it more. And they have like they had benefits where like, oh, you have to choose what games you get, but if you were subscribed since the beginning, you just get all the games. So all the Humble Monthly Choice games come to me every time they're released, which means that there is like every month I basically get what is it? Like anywhere between 12 to 14 new games every month. I still haven't even picked up my games from this month, I don't think. So, I have even... Yeah, so I have more games that it says in the Steam library. But there are a lot of games in the Steam library. So, it's absurd. And do be clear, most of these games I've never played, but I think it could actually be valuable to just like walk through. One of my ideas was to do a thing where I just try to play as many games in my library as I can, but I just couldn't think of a way to make that interesting because I have to put so much focus in the game, and if the game's not really fun to play or watch, then I have to, you know, then suddenly I'm streaming a game that's not fun to play or watch on, like, wasting my time, wasting your time. Didn't want that to happen, so... Alright, I see there's more comments. Gotta wait till after this is over. Oop. So I haven't read it yet, but I could say already, you have a very creative imagination, and the fact that you're able to have these dreams is proof of that, but, like, it's honestly kind of impressive the detail you're able to go into without, like, getting bogged down with the, like, unnecessary, like, I'm certain it's a dream. There's going to be plenty of unnecessary information in dreams, but it feels like the story just keeps continuing and growing in a way that doesn't happen when you're listening to people's dream ramblings. Like, you could just literally title your these dreamscapes, simply erase the word dreamscape and call it fan fiction, and I'd still read it, man. Like, these are actually pretty interesting. Alright. And yeah, just like you're saying, Suiku, thing is, most games I would not even touch, so it's not worth it for me. It's probably not worth it for me either. I'm just still subscribed to it because, I don't know. But I am. Alright, so after we became Overlords, the entire Speedrun Rogue Legacy 2 community came after us. And we became estuaries, basically, so we defended our place. Yeah. Gosh. So we became the estuaries. I knew it. You've probably heard me joke about me stealing Lamech's lunch money and stuff like that. I knew since the beginning we were the villains of the story. I knew that was the case. I knew that was the case. Well, found an early heirloom, and we actually grabbed heirloom instantly, so. Alright. I do remember a lot of rubbish. I can't remember everything. Hey man, it's still... You're managing to tell your story without it like getting bogged down with things. I think it's... You're doing good. I think you're doing good, man. Alright. Oof. But yeah, if you'd like, once this run is over, Suicune, I can actually pull up my Steam library and just check how many games I have. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Oof. There we are. Alright, doesn't freeze spike balls. That's good to know. Alright. I do remember... Alright. I'm gonna do a run. Also, I might actually make a story of my dream. And make up some extra stuff so I kind of make sense. Alright, well you have fun with your run. You do well. I know you did well once. Let's see if you can pull off again, man. Another 1 hour run, man. I can't wait to have you beat me and become the king of Rogue Legacy. That was not effective. Alright, found Gom heads. Yeah, I'm at low health, so I'm gonna focus on exploring the castle instead of defeating the Gom heads. Alright. Alright, found Murmur. Now I'm just gonna find the boss, and then we can be on our merry way. And just... Or we could just lock the castle down and not do any investigations anymore. This would be a better phrasing. Alright, found this. Awesome. So let's go with Murmur first. Chapter 1 of the Tadpole That Was Patient. That'd be pretty funny. Just one of those great inquisitive titles. The Tadpole That Was Patient. The ugly duckling that became not so ugly. Much like that. Much to the chagrin of its counterparts. Oh, by the way, flashing warning. Every time I hit the red orbs. Okay. There we are. But then there would be a stupid one like Obama in the speedy line. Dude, it doesn't matter if, like, if it makes sense in your mind, then it's pretty good and it's pretty hilarious at the same time. Like, I actually enjoyed the speedy line. By the way, they sped that up. I left that room much faster than I expected to. Oh, not the right one. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Alright. Let's see if I can beat the Void Beasts. I definitely don't have too much health. Like, I think I get 2-shot. Alright. So yeah, this spell doesn't really help too much because freezing them just like prevents them from attacking, but it ends once I attack them, so... Oh. So it's useful if I want to isolate one and just focus on the other, but that's it. Not even sure if isolating one and focusing on the other is a smart idea. Like if I can lock them together like this is actually preferable. Let's kill one. Woo! Because of the pause, I didn't know if it ate my jump. Left me scrambling. Whew, yep. Whew. Alright. All we have left is Enoch. And I just realized something. I kept saying how I have very low health. I have a Hyperion's Ring. I actually am at half health. Plus 1 hit. Oof. Oh, Vivi. Yeah. Turns out Vivi just got, like, paid really well so that Enoch could just pretend, like, alright, you just walk around and pretend you're me. What do I do? Nothing. I'm gonna do all the work in the background. You just talk to people and you pretend to have power over them. I really don't care, so you just do what you want. They could hate me. I would actually prefer if they hate me. Like, I could imagine just that conversation. Well. So against this boss, specifically this one, it's okay to use Armor Break, to use this spell, because it actually armor breaks like it's supposed to instead of freezing. It's supposed to armor break all bosses, but it has a glitch where only False Estuary Enoch is treated as a boss for the game code right now. There we are. Wasn't certain about that timing, but glad I got the timing correct. Get closer. Alright, just gotta do a second phase without getting hit. I've done it before. Doesn't mean it's easy. Anyways, yes, this spell... That moment when a level 18... When a level 15 defeats a level 80, can we agree that Tadpole needs a nerf? Well... Apparently not. Apparently... We have our own issues. Never mind, buff him. Do I pick this guy? No, yes, Free Strike again. Free Strike, yeah, so in the So, yeah. As I said, only False Estuary Enoch has that free spell work on him. The others, it's not working properly. Did you upgrade your description below? Oh yeah, I did that like last week, I think it was. Yeah, I still need to like fix it up a bit, but I have an additional about section so that I can get into a bit more detail. Oh hey, I really cannot read your name, sir, but thank you for the enthusiasm. How's your day been going, man? I'm doing pretty well. Just keeping the runs. This one's not doing perfect, but I mean it's okay. Oof. Alright. Calm down, just focus on the boss. Yeah, as long as you're focused, these bosses aren't very threatening, but if you lose focus, they will punish you for it. Richard just attacked and deals more damage overall. Alright, there we are. You deserve much more viewers. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh yeah. Regards from Israel. Man, I cannot get a single person in America. I mean, I'm perfectly good with that. I'm glad people appreciate me all around the world. Alright. But yeah, by the way, sir, we have a lot of people in chat over in Twitch if you want to hang out with them, but I can read from both categories. But yeah, definitely thank you for watching. Feel free to stay. Feel free to ask questions. Do what you want, man. Definitely appreciate you being here. Whew. Oh. A little too cocky on my part. Oop. Oof. Alright. Whoop. Ah. Got lucky about the stopping point there. Woo. Come on. Ugh. Splats. So in case you're wearing splats, just being a jokester right now. But yeah. Yeah. Alright. Whew. Deep breaths. We did finish, and we finished pretty well. Not PB or anything, but pretty well. Did you play the ME series? Given that I don't know what the ME series is, don't really... Oh, Mass Effect. No, I have not played it, but I think I own the entire thing. Alright. Whew. But yeah, so... glad you two are enjoying yourselves. Splat News and Thorza have a rivalry. Thorza refuses to enter YouTube, Splat refuses to enter Twitch. The two of them happen to have completely opposite opinions. And... it's quite a destructive relationship, personally. Alright. Whew. Yeah, no. I know what's going on, Thorza. I just... we're writing stories, aren't we, man? You have some good stories. Find a middle ground and also stream on Mixer. I gotta start streaming on multiple themes. Mixer is... I'll make sure to add that to the list. Apparently a lot of people expect me to have a Twitter account. I don't do much social media at all. I actually had to delete my Facebook account a few years back because I just got tired of people trying to talk to me on YouTube or on Facebook, and me not being there. So I definitely have to get back into that stuff, because if I'm going to be doing all of this streaming and stuff, that technically makes me a personality. So I probably should become a bit more easier to access, I guess. Oh well. All things I work on. Just do so slowly, do so patiently. Alright. I have probably most of the social medias nowadays, by mostly stalking people. Yes. The great thing about social media, you can stalk people without them screaming and attacking you. Perhaps that's not the actual correct intent there, but oof. Whatever the case. Whatever the case. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, well, but basically, Suiku, that's what happened. Yeah, exactly. Not stalking, but like stalking. Personally, what happened is I was doing that on Facebook every once in a while. I just realized this wasn't a healthy thing for me to be doing. And yeah, it's not, I didn't stalk, I just stalked. Like, as you were saying. But yeah, I just figured out it was unhealthy, taking more time than it needs to be. And I just decided, nah. Just pop it out, remove it. Tear it out from its root. The problem is now I have to go remake a Facebook account or something, because Facebook gaming is one of the things that Streamlabs keeps suggesting. How do I shield bash? You just basically place yourself about 1 knight's length away from the enemy, and then you just hit dash, immediately followed by the shield button. That should basically time the shield bash perfectly for you. So you just get about 1 knight's length away. Oh. Facebook? No, but Facebook gaming is apparently a big thing now. I will say Facebook is not used by people our age, I guess. But I will say my mom still has multiple accounts. That Twitter and Insta took over. For people our age, yes it did. I'm sure it has. Which explains why Facebook decided to make its new competitor Twitch, since, according to Devin Natch, Twitch has died. Makes it a very easy competitor to face. Oof. Alright. What am I doing? I need to be kicking more. Add more kicking. Kicking? I want to do some kicking. SpongeBob. How you ruled my childhood. And I am bet greater off for it. I could really use a heirloom to heal myself, patch myself up right now. Whoop. Ah. Yep, okay. Tweets from today are all on Snapchat. Good to know. Good to know. You were just trying to shield... Did my advice actually help? Were you able to pull off? Cool. Yeah, nope, Thorza... I just want to be clear. I just gave Thorza the basic description of how to do shield bash, and he's already capable of pulling it off, which is why it's OP. You get that description right there, just... line yourself up 1 knight away from your enemy, tap dash, followed by shield bash. And it's basically a duelist dash, except it has no cooldown timer, deals damage, and wherever you land at the end of it, you're still invincible for a while longer. Whoop. I say as I proceed to get my face kicked in by enemies. Oof. Wait. Okay, I have to go down. Oh wait, Catalyst doesn't do anything for me. What am I doing grabbing Catalyst? This is the wrong character. Alright. Oof. Alright, I don't have dash still. Still can't. There's dash. Thank you, sir. Thank you for finally showing up. You're a little late, though, sir. Wait, this is a new run, right? I don't reset. If I die, I just let myself die. I complete every run. So this is still the run where I died randomly. But yes, it is a new run compared to the one where we were talking just a while ago. Alright. Alright. Then you forgot something. What did I forget? You want about you? Oh, I want to boast about my stream library. Right. Okay. I want not boast precisely, but I could definitely pull it up. Well, let's just do it again. Okay. Well, this is going a little south already. Actually, hold up. I'm not actually too far behind according to my timer. All right. Bam. Enter. Then. Alright, so I'll at least tell you the number. Could you show me the number theme? Games. 941. 941. Alright. Probably. So. One more question. Definitely. I'm assuming it's... Does money grow on trees in America? I mean... Not exactly, no. It's just, a lot of those games are pretty... A lot of them are the cheaper games, and I've been playing games instead of, like, investing in other things since I was little, I guess, would be a phrasing for it. So I actually... So how do I say this without, like... Technically, when I was a little kid, we were in poverty, but, like, Dad did a whole bunch of stuff to make sure that wasn't going to last long. My dad's amazing with that. Oof. Alright. Yeah. Invest the money into a game instead of games. CSGO skins feels good, man. Alright, man. Good for you, man. Get the stuff you like. Get the stuff you're looking forward to. I'll have to make mistakes, so we're going to play it very secure now. Alright, this place is safe. Gotta keep focus, because if I lose focus, I die. Or I just be too aggressive and die from that. Alright. Well, that happens to run sometimes. That happens to run sometimes. Amaterasu's Son versus Vampirism. Let's try Vampirism, actually. Oh! Nice. Glad to hear it. Feel free to send me a friend request, just don't be a little, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I don't exactly hide myself. I don't hide myself the way my dad does. Slightly startled. Slightly startled. I just didn't know Steam had the means for that. Like, I've had trouble getting my friends to, like, friend me and stuff because they're, like, having issues. So that someone who's like, oh yeah, you know how I'm good at stalking? I know where you live. Sort of that stuff, you know? Yeah, you can friend too, Thorza. Feel free, right ahead. Alright. Where's the Where's profile? Because I don't stalk. Okay, then maybe you can't friend. I'm just joking. Anyways, I was just... Wait. Okay, there's a path up. Aww. The problem with vampirism is you have to keep attacking enemies to get health. Alright, at least I found this exit. I don't want to type it in public chat now, how I found him. Thank you. It's not hard, but you have to know a bit about him. I combined information from several streams. Ooh. Impressive that you pulled it off. That moment when he ends up actually friending someone who isn't me. He's like, oh, Alright. Alright. We will figure out. Okay, yeah, this run's basically dead. We're just going to hang for this run because... Yep, we're already current pace 5 minutes behind. Plus, we are now about to come back to life with a knight that has a weird spell. We still have to find the book and Lamech, and... Didn't even gain enough gold for this guy. Yep, alright. Well. That's how the cookie crumbles. Oh. 941 games and 347 DLCs. Yep. Sounds about right. And you know how many I've played? About 20. Only one review. That was such a... The game that I have reviewed, I have like 20 minutes in. which is kind of hilarious. Like, I think that review is literally got the game on sale for 20 cents, had 20 minutes of fun worth. Like, I think that's the entire review. Posted 2015. Yep, that sounds right. That sounds about right. I see you did not lose your humor over the years. Yes, but I'm still concerned of if I properly acquired it. Sometimes I'm concerned. Alright. Lamech, where are you at? I need your lunch money. Also, you know what? I'm not going to worry about you, Lamech. We're just going to be speedrunning technically while we just chill and stream and talk. Because at this point, I think Lamech has succeeded in his hideaway games. Alright. Ah, I just have to be friendly. That's how you call him out. It's like in that episode of Malcolm in the Middle, where he acts friendly to his brother, and then as he finishes, he punches him in the gut because he felt bad like being friendly made him feel sick to his stomach. So the thing about Lightning Bolt is it doesn't deal much damage, and it's like its range is really hard to pull off. But it literally costs 0 time to cast. Like usually when you cast a spell, you have to like animation cancel with your attacks. And so once you attack, it's off. But with this, you can attack and immediately, like, you can just maintain your attack rate. Alright. Wait, my guide a slow clap? I don't remember having a guide, making a guide. What game did I make a guide on? Oh, I think it's Sire Bellum's. It's Sire Bellum's guide, isn't it? On Rogue Legacy 2, correct? If it's Sire Bellum's guide on Rogue Legacy 2, he gave me editing permission for it. And I haven't done anything with it yet. Well, I guess that's an easy way to find me. Yeah, I still haven't done anything with my edit permissions. My section in that is the Kane theory. And as you might notice, by how much is written in Kane theory, how much time I've invested in it so far. Oh, it just has work in progress. Is that all it says? They actually added that. Thank you, whoever added that. Sire Bellum. Well, it has a slow clap award now. Alright, good for it. But yeah, Sire Bellum worked hard on that. And then, a lot of the theory stuff, I started bringing up ideas. He's like, can you just write it? I'm like, sure. How do I do that? And so I go in there, and he has like this whole thing of how he's talking about how it ties in with how Namal works in the Bible or something. Like, I'm assuming you took me out of context a little bit. It costs $6 to put a slow clap reward on something? Did not know that. Rewards cost the points you get when you buy games. Alright. So, $6 worth of games, I guess. Alright. Nice. Yeah, if you found the guide, you might be able to, from that, figure out where I am. And, yeah. Alright. So at least we know how it's going. I also have one picture from the original Rogue Legacy, I think. Or one screenshot. Oh wait, I could have skipped this area. What am I doing? We had an airborne enemy. We could have skipped that area. Wow, I'm not focusing. That is what I'm doing. Hey man, we're here to chill. Playing at this point, the speedrun is the secondary theme, which I think is good. Like, one of the themes is every time I'm doing this, even though I'm hanging out with the chat and trying to keep things chill, I'm playing games that are not very easy to chill on. We're picking a game with, if you lose your focus, it wrecks your face in. And the other one is Magic the Gathering, where there's always a more optimal play than the one you did. There is always a more optimal play than the path you took. The link to your profile is malicious. Yes. Nah, Steam was another time in my life. Truly a dangerous time to involve yourselves in. Oh boy, how the years go and the enemies evolve. And once we're enemies, become friends. Okay, there is my body is like in pain, and I don't know why. And I'm just trying to figure it out and get this to stop so I can refocus on the game. Oh. Ugh. It's like my left shoulder has like a broken nerve, is what it feels like. I don't know what's causing it. Oof. Whoop. I mean, if I could manage to somehow pull this out. Can I not shield his grounded? Have I played Mark of the Ninja? Yes. Okay, so Mark of the Ninja is one of the games I've completed. By the way, this run is just dead. At this point, I think the run's just over. But yes, Mark of the Ninja is a great game. I would definitely do another playthrough on this channel if people are interested. Like, that game is so good. I would try to do, you know what, that would actually be pretty fun, to try to do a full stealth challenge, where, like, I kill as few people as possible. I can't find you, but I'm a-stalking. I'm going to find you one day. One day. Alright. Alright. Keep moving. Let's get this freaking... my body to get back into a functioning position. There we are. Oh, right. Right. Okay. Reminder, the focus is now on the chat, because this run... XCOM? Oh yeah, I played some XCOM Enemy Unknown. I have XCOM 2, I have not had time to play it. And yeah, our spell doesn't matter enough for Labrys not to be taken here. Whoop. Labrys is the reason I like the Barbarian. Oh. Did it! Awesome. Glad to hear, man. I'll make sure to... I'm assuming you guys will tell me... Alright. I think I think I have your taste figured out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you want to know my tastes, go look at my most played game. Dude, my most played game is just like... I don't know how I have so many hours in it, man. Oh, we can't see your game list. Alright. I'll make sure... Oh, yeah, you have to friend me first, I'm assuming, for that stuff. Or I have to accept the friend request first, I guess, would be the phrase. Alright. Perfect. Yes. Oh, actually perfect. Nice. Alright. I am now Kane Stalker. Alright. Oof. I wonder how many people actually watch this stream and are going to be able to follow that, and then I'm just going to have to start removing friend requests that are shown from 10,000 people. Oh yeah, do not dream about stalking. Please don't add a stalker to the story who is hunting us down or anything like that to remove us from the rogue kings. Oh my gosh. So yeah, with this freeze, they already stated what their improvements are going to be. So the freeze is going to... like mentally say it, like... So it's going to actually work on enemies. What I mean by that is... I'm sorry. Alright. What it's going to do is the freeze is going to, it's going to have an extended hitbox, so... Oh, you can remove your name? Didn't realize I had... Okay. That explains it. Thank you, Suicune. Thank you for letting me know how to protect myself should things get out of hand. This is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them. I'll make sure to take care of that should that become an issue. We're gonna nod bone now because we're gonna find some meat. Or I can completely copy your profile and be your proxy. That'd be pretty hilarious. Worth noting, right after Aesop, we have an apple. I probably should have just taken the damage and increased my health, but I think it would have dealt enough damage to just flat out kill me, so that wouldn't have been an option. Alright. Just don't take damage, and I'll gain health with the meat lanterns. I dare you to add us back. Ooh, you got a badge for giving out a reward. Always good to get those. How many freaking badges are there in that game? Like, or in Steam? Speaking of which, in case you're wondering why Steam is so successful, it's because they gamified the act of buying games. So it's like, there is, how do I explain it? So, obviously, with the gamifying actions, the most vulnerable to those are likely the people that are already using them for, like, what they're doing, you know? How do I phrase that? You know, gamers already are addicted to the gamifying ways, and then, they gamified the act of buying games. So it's, like, built to be hyper-addicting, effectively. every ways games can be addicting, the Steam store has implemented the same methodology. So, really smart of them. And during their time, it was, like, a brilliant business strategy. Now it's just cruel. And arguably illegal. You sit there and think about what you've done. Alright, you can talk. You can talk now. Great. There we are. Gotta catch all of them trading cards. Heck yes, man. Alright, so we have 297 health. That seems like a good number. That seems like a good number. I never really killed about, but I do like that you get points for buying games that you could trade those for, like, profile borders and stuff. So yeah, like, now imagine someone who's, like, really addicted to games, and they have access to that stuff. And then they just realize, like, yeah, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Good. Some people think, do you know someone who would? I think we all know that one person who would. I think we all know at least one person that is the kind that would. That would, like, me properly. I don't know whether I have strong force of will to not do that stuff, or just a very small wallet. Whatever the case is, I am actually not the victim of these things. Not often, at least. There we are. Can't see. That was some really captivating visuals right there. Yes. We get to watch person's foot. Because yeah, even if I dodge the damage through the dash, it still does this to the screen. Ooh. So you do know one, but he's a pretty famous German streamer and has more than enough money. Yeah. The first time I met someone who was like super hyper addicted to it, they definitely had more money than I expected. Like, I still remember when I became friends with a guy. He wasn't like a famous person, but he just was well off. I still remember when he just like sent me a message like, "Dude, they're limited time. You gotta get it now." And I had a link, and it was like a special edition Xbox One that cost like twice the price because of like a visual. It looked like Sunset Sarsaparilla or some sort of Fallout merchandise. I'm just like, dude, I can't even afford, like, do you think I have that money lying around? Like, how do you... I was just so confused, you know? Ooh. Well, 1 HP of the dream, guys. 1 HP of the dream. Whew. Alright. Get this lily out of the way. And we hunting for Farshore still. Just popping these open so we can. Oh my gosh. There are only two things I would buy a limited edition of, and that is my favorite anime and one of my favorite, a specific one of my favorite bands. Yep. Like, the things that are your favorites. I mean, they're your favorites because they're exceptional to you in some way. So, not surprised. Alright. Anyways, I mean, I'd ask what your favorite anime is, but I'm afraid you don't want to reveal your power level, so I'll leave that to you to decide if you want to bring it up. Oof. Gosh, it was only partway through that attack that I realized I don't have Void Dash. My favorite anime is IDK. Oh, Overlord. Nice. So one of the things that, like, turned me off of Overlord is, so I read the mangas, and, like, so this is actually a theme. I read the manga before the anime came out, and then because the producer of, like, the manga is, like, working on the anime, he stopped working on the manga so he could put more focus into the anime. And the anime is now ahead of the manga. So it's like, if I want to get ahead in that series, I have to watch the anime. And I like to move at my own pace. I like to just sprint through things sometimes. And the way I watch that show, I can't watch it at 2 times speed, which means I can't... Okay, fair enough, it is a light novel, but that involves reading instead of looking at pictures, so... Touché. And another person has seen so many animes, they don't know what's their favorite anymore, which, fair enough. There are certain ones that, like, have you in a moment. Yeah. I think most people prefer, the anime over manga. It was just, like... Overlord at times moves a bit slow, where in the manga, like, was it? Like, some of my favorite manga, the fact is, there are some chapters that I do not like. Like, if I were to recommend one manga to people, it would be Jitsu wa Watashi wa, but at times, that's a very slow story, at times. So if I, like, they did do, one season of the anime, and, like, some of the episodes are great, and some of them aren't very great. Lizard Act was boring. Yeah, so, like, the Lizard arc, like, I was able to read that in a few minutes. Instead, it was how many episodes? How many episodes? Like, Lizard arc is not boring when it's just a quick build-up into the climax, and it's trying to make you attach to the characters a little bit. When you're spending how many hours with the lizards when there's this interesting story over in the corner? Like, it's like the side story that took more episodes than the season should have permitted. Great when you're reading, but when you have to watch the manga, it's like, get it over with! I'm not watching this for this! Yeah. So, like, and Jitsu wa Watashi wa, there's some chapters there that the vantage point is I literally flipped through them so fast, I didn't actually read the entire chapter. There were some chapters that were bad. I'm not going to deny that. But I recommend it still, because the chapters that are good are absolutely freaking amazing. But yeah, like, that's the thing. So if you watch the anime, there's, like, I think episode 3 is great in the anime, and then you keep going, and there's some episodes that are just really, like, if not slow, they just kind of go into this weird hijinks mode that really isn't interesting. You actually bought the manga in Japan to know how it continues. Ugh. Jeez. That's dedication, man. Alright, can't see anything. Oh, so you bought the Lizard arc. You probably felt like you got scammed there, because it's like none of the characters are involved till like the end. Oh man. Ooh. Gosh. Oh. I seriously thought, like, is this a doujin? Did I, like, buy the wrong thing? Gosh. Buying the wrong one is always the worst. Gosh. Dad has this story. So Dad would always, We're actually gonna choose this for Flame Barrier. But Dad, when he was a kid, he was big into, comic books. And... how do I say this? Oh, by the way... no, I forgot to lock down the castle! Oh my gosh. Well, in case this run wasn't dead already, we now have to walk back. We now have to walk back, buddies. Now it's dead. Just like... okay. But yeah, apparently the 18+ section of that bookstore over in Japan is bigger than most stores. Jeez. Impressive. Concerning, yet impressive. Alright. But yeah, so my dad, he was big into collecting comic books. And, like, I remember just, like, the most painful moment surfing. There was one week where, because of, like, just, you know, my dad grew up, my parents grew up pretty poor. There was one week where, basically, they had to cut off his subscription. Like, they had to, like, not allow him to even get a subscription because they needed the money themselves. So he missed only one comic from the Superman series. And that one comic he missed was Superman Dies. The single most valuable comic in the entire franchise is the one comic that my dad does not have because of family problems. Now, to try to make up for it, he got 2 of Superman Returns of the one that's after it that's, like, sold at pennies at this point. But Superman Dies? Oh my gosh. Like, you can't really get mad his family's going through hard times. The fact that he got comics at all was a big push from them. But... yeah. The one to miss. The one to miss. Oof. But yeah. Your friend has a limited edition comic of Black Widow. Huh. That's pretty interesting. I'm trying to think if there's like anything. Oh! So I'm not sure how my brother got it. But like one birthday, my brother... so... first off, I'm just going to say, like, most of the members of my family are pretty freaking awesome people. So, apparently, there was this one sale of, like, limited edition, Nintendo 2DS's that were themed after, Pokemon. Because... oh, yeah. Hey, Thorza. Don't worry. I know you're still there. I'm just, like, Suicune is having a conversation, so I'm continuing that. But, yeah, if you have something you want to talk about, just jump on in, man. Jump on in. But anyways, so they were having these special edition, 2DSs that were themed after the Pokemon games, the originals. So they had the original Pokemon game installed already. And, gosh, I'm not sure how my brother did it, but he got my sister's favorite Pokemon is, Bulbasaur. So he managed to find the Japanese, one that actually, like, so it was a green version with, like, the actual green version, the Japanese green version. I'm just like, what? So, like, Vicky's first, delve into the original Pokemon games was the original green version. And, like, she kept talking about having issues because she's like, hey, man, can you help me with something? I'm like, sure, what is it? Can you figure out which of these, kanji or whatever is the Paralyze heal? Because my Pokemon's not acting. And so I need to use a Paralyze heal, but I can't really tell which one of these is it. Yeah, no, I'm sure it's super rare. Like, I'm not sure how we have, like, it's a miracle sort of thing. But, yeah, so Vicky, this is her first game. It's like, you know, awesome that's how she's doing it. Meanwhile, mine's still over in a box. I have the Charizard one, so red version. Lavender Town music is still cursed. Ooh. Good to know. And I'm about to kill myself again. Great. But yeah. Nah. So Vicky's first experience with the originals was green version. In a language she can't understand. It's just kind of... But yeah. It's an awesome theme for her. Like... Yeah, I know about the creepypastas of Lavender Town. The cursed music. Of course. So, what was I trying to say? Oof. But yeah, like, Vicky is the... Gosh, I gotta stop using her name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sis. But, yeah, my sister, she is probably the most dedicated to... I won't say she's the most dedicated to Pokemon right now, but, like, Jeremiah's dedicated... Gotta stop using names. Gotta stop using names. Please erase those names from your memory banks. Alright. Woo! Alright, well, we got to here, so I can at least lock down to go face Nama. But, yeah. Yep, this is recovering from a bad situation, not a good situation. But anyways, yeah, my brother, gosh, I can't really say that one of them is more into the games than the other, because, like... Okay, thank you. Anyways. My sister is very much, like... With all the new games coming out, she's, like, getting into a lot of them. She's, like, has all the, like, prop stuff. While my brother is capable of playing that game competitively. So, honestly, what it is I'm just not into Pokemon like they are. That's really the thing. That's really what's going on. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Oof. I mean, like, it's a good series and all. It's just... I don't see myself putting that much time into it, you know? Oh, you're saying ask my sister if she knows about Pokemon. I believe it's called Pokemon Nuclear or something like that. Pokemon Uranium. I gotta look into that. Oh, Poke1. I'll look into it, but I don't I know for a fact she hasn't played any of those fan-made games. But I'll look into it. Oh. The Legend, I'm sorry, I'm not trying... Please don't try to advertise in my stream, but, like... It's okay for you to stay here. I'm, like, not going to, like, knock you for it, but... Please don't advertise in the stream. Thank you for showing up, though. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy your time here. But yeah, if... I mean, I'll... Like, if I have time, I might watch it, but... Like, I'm not... Well, living safe, because things are going south. Just pick options that work when you're going south. Alright. Oh no, I was just on about you personally. Well, so, okay, so I'm actually going to tell you something. So I watched this person called Devin Nash, and the reason I watch him is he knows a lot about YouTube and building up a stream and stuff like that. If you're... Oh, wow, you can't even freeze those guys. Ooh. Anyways, he talks about how, the ways if you want to get people to know about your stream, like, how you advertise yourself in a stream without being a nuisance to the people. Because, like, if you're advertising on someone else's stream, it kind of feels like, hey, they're trying to watch my stream right now, not yours, sort of thing. But, as Devin Nash says, like, if you actually care about what sort of stuff you do, you're probably going to enjoy watching streamers of the same kind. And the best thing to just, get people to watch you is just kind of hang out in chats. And as you just stay there and hang out, they're going to be more interested in who you are as you become a part of their community. And they'll, like, advertise you themselves. And he actually brings up the example of... Well, actually, I can bring up a perfect example. Suicune here. Suicune does Overwatch content. And the only reason I know that is because he shows up in my chat so much. I was just interested when I saw he has a channel of his own. So, we've talked about Overwatch one of these times. So, yeah. Like, Legend, like, I appreciate you wanting to spend the time, but, like, I don't know who you are, really. So, I can't really follow someone I don't know, you know? So, like, you know, hang out, man. I'm sure if you're an awesome person, it'll end up being worth going to check out your channel. Just, like, you know, focus on... Like, I will tell you this, when I first started streaming, I think Alright. I think it's been... A lot of people, on their first stream, most people don't watch. That's okay. It's as you start streaming, you gotta get better at it. Like, actually, this is a good way of showing you. If anyone's interested, you could go to my YouTube channel and go to Rogue Legacy Lament of Zor's playlist. And just listen to how completely awkward and incapable of talking I am in that. And note that that's how I started. So, the best way to get good at streaming is to just stream, get the practice of being in front of a camera. Even if no one's watching you, you'd be surprised how much that being in front of a camera affects you and your play. So, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of... I think I've said everything I need to say about that. Hope for the best, Legend, but yeah, I'm not gonna just suddenly follow you because you asked. Sorry. I think Legend is gone right now. It says I don't have that as many viewers as when he was asking that, and... Yeah, I understand the desire, so, like, I'm not, like, angry at him. I'm just like, that's not how you do it, bro, you know? So if he ever sees this, just want to let you know, dude, I'm not, like, offended or anything like that. It's just, I'm not going to support that. That's all it is. You gotta... Yeah. Alright. Oof. You know, that's actually... So... Yeah, no, I think that was the correct way to do it. Like, you don't... So, it's always... One of the important things when you're, like, talking to people, like, if you think about it, asking a favor is... Like, it begins a negotiation. Even if the negotiation is just yeah, like, even if the negotiation is just, hey, ask yes, or ask no. That is still technically a negotiation. And in a negotiation, the important thing is you say what needs to be said, and the second most important thing is you don't act like an arse. So, I feel like, yeah, as a negotiation, I told him, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't. Like, no. My answer to his question was no. I made sure to state it clearly. And then I even gave him, like, advice. Like, that is... Like... Simply put, I think to handle it well, the most important part is just the saying no. The advice is just, like, an additional thing. But, yeah. Slain by a Yorb. That's what they're called. You've been on Twitch since 2012? Wow. You've seen a lot of streamers grow. Oh, that's good to know. Where am I on that list? Anyways, yeah. That's... Wow. Glad to hear. Glad to hear I'll probably grow a well. Definitely, it's all just practice. It's... Definitely, I'm learning all the stuff I need to learn. Kind of hard. Glad to, yeah, no, the open personality, my family has always said, like, I seem like someone that doesn't really belong out behind in a cubicle, which is probably why I've always had issues with, oh. You just can't shut up. Yeah, exactly. No, this was annoying. This is horrible in childhood. Another thing, in addition to I can't shut up, I always say what everyone else is thinking, even if it's not a good idea. There's stories of me getting in trouble with people, but, like, me not actually getting in trouble, because it's like, it is the worst possible thing I could say, but everyone was saying it, and you can't really get mad at me. Like, what was it? We were once at a Magic the Gathering tournament, and, after, like, a big draft with, like, all this different work, like, usually at the end of the draft, like, the winner gets, like, several different booster packs from the store, or like several different options and things like that. Sometimes they have prizes at the end of the drafts and stuff like that. And one time, you know, it was hard times, I recognize it. But my brother got first place in that draft, or he tied for first place with another guy because they've only had enough time for a certain amount of fights, or a certain amount of fights so they couldn't. Yeah, a certain amount of duels. I feel like duels is the... Anyways. So, because of the tough times, he's like, alright, in your victory, you each get one booster pack. And everyone just kind of clappy, just, yeah, okay, well, I understand. And I just, amongst all the clappy, you just hear me, only one? Like, there's just this, the thing is, I always happen to accidentally do it right at the moments of silence. Where it's just like, as they finish clapping, as the clapping is starting to die down, is what I say it. So, and so he, like, I put the owner on the defensive on accident, and he explained it, but like after that, some jerk was like, okay, hey, why do we have to pay for the sleeves? And I'm just like, yeah, because sleeves cost money. You don't just get free sleeves for playing the game. Like that one, at least I wasn't that guy. But let's see. other times. And that, kids, is how I got banned from the car store. Wait, I'm trying to think. What was the... I didn't get banned from a place, but I am the reason there's an additional rule at the lunch table at the college. So sometimes when I'm tired, like I have a whole thing. You guys know, I think, at least Suikud, you know this, that I make sure to get my 8 hours of sleep. Because when I'm tired, I do really stupid things. Like, there's a whole joke of like, my god, if I ever started using... I can't use drugs because I'm already freaking high all the time. Whenever I'm tired, I just like... I act like you'd expect a guy who's just like drugged up to act. But yeah, I was tired at this day. Surprise. And, I was wondering... I was just... For some reason, my curiosity piqued. I was like... I wonder what color... Like, they have... I'm like always tired. Anyways... Oh. Well, I'll get into that in just a bit, but... to the story. Sorry to hear that, man. But to the story, I, just piqued my interest. I realized they would give out free napkins and, like, utensils, like, plastic utensils and stuff whenever you need it. So, I was just curious, like, what color are the forks? Because I know someone was using I don't know, a friend of mine was playing a game that, like, they were using a fork instead of a, sword, because obviously they weren't going to use swords on their friends or something like that. And it was like a concealed dagger sort of game, so they have to, like, backstab their friends sort of theme. And, he had, like, a white, fork, but I'm like, wait, but I don't think they have white forks. So, like, I'm like, they didn't get them from the lunchroom, did they? So I just decide, you know, I'm gonna just, like, pick up a fork or whatever. And so I, like, go over to the dispenser and just hold it in my hand. I'm staring at this black fork, like, this isn't it. And someone at the table is like, hey, why do you need a fork? You're not even using any food. Because I literally just walked in there to check this out. He's like, I'm like, oh, I was just wondering what color your forks were. And he just looks at me kind of weird. He's like, the thing's see-through. You could just see it. I look over, I realize that it wasn't a black box. It was see-through, and there was just a bunch of black forks lined up on it. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. And I'm just like, well, I don't have a use for a fork anyways, so just right in front of him, I just take the fork, I just drop it in the trash can. He's like, okay, what the fuck, man? What the hell are you doing? I have like, those still cost money, bro. And he just, like, goes off on me, because... I mean, I must look like a freaking asshole from doing that. And, so I just kind of, after he's yelling at me, I think I pay him, like, a quarter, because, he's like, those cost money. And then I leave, and when I come back the next day, there's a little sign on the fork dispenser that says, forks, 50 cents, but free with purchase of food. I'm just like, so you're no longer to just use the fork dispenser if you're not purchasing food here. Because of me. Because I freaking acted like a drunk person and threw away a fork in front of his face. So there's now that weird rule. Apparently it never happened again, but I offended the guy so much that he had to make a new rule to make sure I never happened again. It was funny. Yes, Tired Tadpole is mean Tadpole. I'm gonna admit that. I tried to be but yeah. So there's actually a theme. I'm not sure I've said this a few times, but I haven't, like... I've said a few times... Oh gosh, I've done a 12-hour stream and that ended poorly. I've said a few times how I have an issue with, like, rage streamers. I want to make sure I don't become one. Because the whole thing is, when I'm tired and just kind of, like, annoyed, I act like a horrible person. I know that if I don't get my rest and, like, bad things are happening in the game, I will become a rage streamer naturally. So, like, I made sure to make sure I'm very clearly against the rage streams. Because if I'm not... it's going to be issues for me. It's going to make this hard to, like, be calm during. Stuff like that. Oof. I have this one friend who just streams, and yesterday he was like, oops, 12-hour stream. Yeah, you know, so rage streamers, the way I would describe it is, yeah, so the way I say rage streamers, there are people that play video games, and when something goes wrong, they just, like, swear and cuss and get super angry. I guess it's actually one of the more other phrases is, assault streamer. So, like, if you ever watch Kriparian, like, he's a good person, like, he's a good streamer and stuff, but then, like, when things aren't going well, like, he'll just get, as the phrase goes, super salty. And, yeah. No, most people are ragers in some extent. And, like, the thing is, I feel like rage streaming, like, here's the thing. A lot of people don't really respect the people that, like, what I call them, the boob tubers. The people that are appealing to the lust section of people's general desires. And, like, I understand why, but it's like, rage streaming is the same. It's just a difference of appealing to the sin of lust and appealing to the sin of wrath. It's like, it plays the same exact way, basically. So, like, I do, like, I actually have, like, I want to be clear, when I say I have a moral objection, I don't mean, like, let's, oppose, I oppose it. If you're doing it, you're a horrible person. I mean, like, I wouldn't do it, and I do think it is morally wrong. Well, I'm not gonna, like, stop you. Like, but I have a moral objection to rage streaming, to, like, that anger game, because it's basically appealing to wrath the way that boob tubers appeal to lust. The way that people that, like, show up, like, wear loose shirts, and, like, that's the appeal of their stream. I feel it's one and the same, effectively. Which, you know, I'm not, like, gonna say, like, oh, this person is immoral for doing this, but I'm gonna say, like, I'm not going to do it. Actually, I would say it's immoral, but, like, a lot of people in this world are immoral. I'm not going to, like, say you're evil. Let's put it that. That's a much better way of phrasing how it goes in my mind. I want you to become a boob streamer. Sorry, you're not getting a shirtless tadpole. Okay, let's lock the castle down this time. Oh, God. But yeah, sorry, sir. Unfortunately, my man memories are not going to see the light of day. Except when we're in the bathtub, because I can't really avoid it then. And no, we are not getting bathtub streams. Oh my gosh. I forgot to shield block twice in a row. Let's do it right this time. Bathtub streams with a little ducky. That would be kind of funny. So if I ever did that, if I ever, like, I will warn you right now, if you ever see premiering bathtub streams with Tadpole, it will literally be just like a bathtub, and there will be like armies of ducks. I'm going to play out like a story of like an adventure story of one ducky trying to get past the currents to the great warrior at the end. And then, you know, just like stuff like that. It's not going to be pay for that. Okay. That would actually you know, sometimes I have these great ideas and I just don't know how to enact on them. Oh. I'll keep that in mind, though. I can't believe we actually dodged that damage. I literally just started mashing buttons because I panicked. So it happens sometimes. Let it be known that even as a speedrunner, I still panic sometimes. Woo! Alright. Ooh. It's a completely different topic. Perfectly fine with that. Throw the topics around. But as you have played Mark of the Ninja, have you also played Dust and Elysian Tale? So I played the beginning of that. I have played some of Dust the Elysian Tale, but I have not completed it. There were just certain weird... How do I explain it? So I figured out afterwards that the person who created the game was more of an artist than actual game creator, and figured out how to game create during the process. And I think he got some help with it, but like knowing that stuff, that was originally going to be like an animation and then became a video game, I'm a lot more impressed with it. That being said, there are some mechanics that I just like I don't appreciate and like had a problem appreciating in that game that kind of led me to not enjoy it as much as I could have. And I just realized at a certain point, I was playing this because it was cool, not because I was enjoying it. And so I stopped. It definitely seems like as I said, it seems like a cool game. If it is your style of game, dude, totally more power to you. I'm sure you appreciate it a lot. But for me, it was like, what was it? One of the themes was one of the there were two mechanics that kind of touched each other together. That one was that no hit can bring you from full health to dead, and the only healing was through using items. You played it 35 minutes? Hey! I played it a little longer than you have, I think. But, anyways, like, so yeah, so here were the two mechanics that messed up Dust for me. The first is that, there were no healing items, or the only way to heal was to use items. There wasn't like save points did not heal you. It was either items, or you just are stuck with what health you have, so items were just plentiful. The second was that if you're at max health, or near max health, you can't be brought below 1 health from an attack. Third, I guess this actually goes into a few other themes. Items can be used mid-combat without any, like, time penalty. It's just press the button, and you have it, and it's used. And so that basically says the optimal way to play is to just not increase your health ever, and basically make it so that the base healing item is enough to bring you from 1 health to max health. That way, you just never... Ugh. That way you just never die, because every time you get hit, you just use a healing item and you're back to full health. So your health total is basically how many items you currently have. Gosh. Yeah, it just like basically with that, health was not a problem. You have enough healing items, and you could have attacks that deal what, 80 damage in a single attack, but my max health is 20. It won't one-shot me, and there's this item that's really cheap that heals 20 health. Like, so that was like a route that I was going for, and the fact that it was working just kind of felt strange. Like, that's a weird thing to have as the issue, but it was just like... It was changing the mechanics so drastically, having that you're supposed to be, like, managing your health. And the way I managed my health in the game was just, I didn't care about it at all. And I could literally, like, bum rush things if I needed to. So I was like, you know, a big, hyper aggro build. And then my whole thing was, I was unkillable from damage because of that little mechanic. As we kept going, so what happened was, on top of that, there's finally, there's a mechanic later on where basically you can't upgrade. You have to, like, balance out your upgrades. And so then, like, I was doing that build, and then it forced me. The game forced me to increase my health. I'm just like, alright, brah. Alright. Yes, I overanalyzed the game and ruined the fun for me. That's basically what happened. I'm going to be clear. That's basically what happened. And that's the kind of person I am. And so I recognize, like, other people, like, as I said, people that enjoy the game, more power to them. It seemed like a good game, but I overanalyzed the fun out of the game. I often... Because, basically, here's the thing. Once I did that, I decided I wanted to do that build path. I think I could have had fun with that sort of build path, but it's like I overanalyzed, broke it like that, and then the game said, no, you're not allowed to do that build path anymore. You have to balance. You have to play a balanced character. And it was just like the combination of the two is what really killed it, I guess. Of both that the abuse was there, and instead of like having a balance, instead of balancing the abuse, it just said, no, you're not allowed to play like that anymore. That's not actually how it works, and like I watched a person analyze it, and it explains why the balance is there, like thematically, but it's like when I was playing it, it's just like that's not how you solve the problem of that system being abusable. Because, yeah, it just felt like the system destroyed itself through that. Alright. My roommate is a software developer since I don't know what age, and he does not see games as only games anymore. Yep. I will tell you right now, every time I play a platformer, the very first thing I do is check if there's a coyote jump. In case you're wondering, coyote jump is where you fall off the platform and then still have time to jump. So, that. I'll do it again. Alright. But if you fall off the platform and still have your jump, that's coyote jump. And like you could tell by whether or not that exists, whether or not, yeah, I've tried it in real life too. I've jumped out of a moving car before. That's another story. We gotta do that story another day, because I think we're about to end this part of the stream. Yeah, no, that, as I said, that's a much longer story. Actually, no, it's not a long story at all. It's just not what I want to do right now. Anyways, so. You can tell, I can often tell whether or not the person is experienced at making platformers by whether or not the coyote jump exists. Rogue Legacy 1, it did not exist, and you kind of, it felt a little clunky, like it felt like this was more of an action game, and they were experienced with that. Now they know how to build a platformer. Now they know how to build a game, and like you could see, that was the first sign, and like as you go in, you could see all the elements of quality of life in the sidelines when you play this game compared to its original. But yeah, given what time it is about time to switch over to the next game. And if you really want to ask those questions, we'll do it. Oh wait, we'll do it during this next game. I'm gonna go get a glass of water. We are doing, so I'm gonna be changing up my menu a bit, but yeah, we are doing Magic the Gathering Arena. And my theme that I'm going to change is next week, we're doing Hades. So this week, we're just doing Magic the Gathering Arena, and next week, we're doing just Hades. And we're just going to only have a speedrun game and a variety game. Well, I hope you're excited for next week, then. I'm going to go refill my water and make sure I'm all prepped for it. See you guys in a bit. Alright, I am back. Ooh. Sorry you won't be here next week, Sweetcoot. I can tell that's gonna hurt because you like Hades, and I just came to the conclusion I want to do this magic this week, not next. Alright. Everything's working now. It should be playing stream on your side. Pretty good. Alright. Hey everyone. Welcome up. Back. And I think I'm at home super standard. Bring a 100 card standard deck. Well, we're gonna see 1,000 Yoryods, I bet. Well, we'll worry about the super standard later. For now, let's go to... We want the Premier Draft Kaldheim. So you might wonder... So let's actually go through why I don't do traditional Draft Kaldheim. So, this is only ever 3 games, first off. It is a best of 3. They are more intense games. But the problem is, with that, there's actually more intensity. So there's even less time for me to interact with the people I'm talking to. Yep. And it's also the time draft, so that's the thing. And then just like when I start the matches are just much longer, much more intensive. And like it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun. I go to my I actively go to my local magic shop sometimes just so I could do draft. Just so I could do traditional draft. But it's not very good for streaming. And yeah. We have this Premier Draft here. So we are going to be doing a Premier Draft. Oof. Alright. Sorry, I just need to take a few deep breaths. Sometimes this is stressful for me. Actually, a lot of times this is stressful for me. Oof. Alright. Deep breaths, here we go. Oh my god. So these are the 2 worst colors, but this card is the biggest bomb, one of the biggest bombs in the set. Alright, let's look at what happens when it comes back around. We have a Squash, a Priest of the Haunted Edge, a Snow-Covered Mountain. So we have good red, and we have some good black even. So, god, I'm passing up some good red, some good black. And, oh man. So many good cards, but this is a bomb. This is a bomb. You always pick your bombs first. This card just single-handedly can win you games. Alright. This card will also... Well, won't single-handedly win you games. You have to have a deck around it. But a lot of good green-white. But we have to go... Like, we have to have some black. We need to have some red. I think we're going to be either going... we're going to do 2 colors and then splash black. Or we're going to do 2 colors, splash red. I don't think we're going just Berserkers. I mean, we could try Berserkers. It's probably going to catch fire and blow up in our faces, but we'll try it for now. Since I have time, let's just look. There's a lot of green cards in this pack. So once we see, at pick 10, when we see a bunch of green cards, that says nothing. There's just all these green cards. Yep, because the only thing missing is a rare, so that tells us nothing. Just that there's a lot of black and a lot of green. Alright. This card is not a bomb, do be warned, but 4 mana 4/4. Like, I pick Craven Hulks because it's a good body. This is just a Craven Hulk, except the body is better, and it has an ability that if you can pull it off, it just gives you so much value in limited. Alright. So on top of that, man, blue is looking good. If I could get blue as my other color, that sounds good. Though we don't know what's open yet. Right now, the only thing is they took an uncommon and they took some other stuff. But yeah. Also, I should note, that was a rare that got passed to me. That means black is open. Now, I get it. I very much get why black is open. But it is worth noting, hey, black is open. Alright. Here, how does no one pick the Sculptor of Winter? Or the Bounded Gold? Like, I'm going to grab the Sculptor of Winter. Bounded Gold is a good card, but there's a lot of actual enchantment removal in this set. I have a feeling black-green elves splashing in red for Imistrum Predator is going to work better. Plus, red-green, like Arnie fights the troll. I think I like green as my third color over white as my third color. Is basically what I'm getting at. Tybalt's Trickery, not really playable and limited. Immerstrom Skullcairn. That might flip around for us. Well, we're only getting one of these coming back, so just pick whatever one seems best. Looks like we are the black deck if we want to be the black deck. Tormentor's Helm's pretty nice. I think we go with a Skullcairn because it's a use for... We can basically take this, say, hey, we're going 17 lands, if we Mana Flood, that's okay. Yeah, I like that. So we're kind of like the black-red Berserker deck, it seems. Whoa. Is blue open? This is pick 6. A lot of cards for blue not to be taken yet. So the question is, do we just push into an aggro? Do we try to do Berserker aggro? Or do we, like... Coma's Faithful is not a bad card. It could stop their 3/3s. You could swing in and lifelink a lot of health back. I'm gonna try the Infernal Pet, I think. I might not play that, but I'm gonna get the Snow-Covered Swamp, I think. I'm not sure if I want to play any. Ooh. Becomes tapped, so I could tap it on the first turn by playing Raider's Carve into it. I already have 3 creatures that can crew the Raider's Carve quite early. Infernal Pit on the second spell could crew it. I actually like the Raider's Carve here. Oh, it's not easy. Another Infernal Pet. I think, yeah, we grab this Infernal Pet, and from here on out, we try to get low to the ground whenever possible. Priest of the Haunted Edge, punish me for not grabbing that Snow-Covered Swamp. Do we actually pick Gladewalker because of that? Because I don't have that Snow-Covered Swamp. It's actually a question. Immerstrom Predator is a win condition, but it's not a control card. You can't just go into a long, drawn-out control game with Immerstrom Predator. So, we'll go with Haunted Edge for now, but... Yeah, I'm definitely picking the green as my alternative, but Brinebearer Intruder is not bad at all. But yeah, we're at pick 10. I remember saying if green is here, it doesn't mean green's open. And I am now the guy holding everyone back. Sorry about that. Well. We'll grab the Village Rites in case it's playable. Guardian Gladewalker, sure. Have our green in case we need it. Run ashore. Should we end up with blue somehow? Snakeskin Veil. Like that. Alright. Runeforge Champion saying punishing me for not going white. Agar punishing me for not having blue as my other color. And not good red or black cards punishing me for any other path I might have taken. I think we actually pick Agar and we start splashing. We start checking if we could splash in blue instead. I think that's actually what this says. Alright. Draugr Helm. This has a huge equip cost. Gotta make sure you don't ignore that. Death Knell Berserker. How are we on 2-drops? I mean, we basically have 2 2-drops. I'm not counting Priest of the Haunted Edge just yet. Draugr's Helm's a 5-drop. And a mana sink, so that's pretty nice. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should be doing. So I could do Draugr Helm. Otherwise, I could go Death Knell Berserker, get myself more 2-drops. That's the question. Do we go Hyper Aggro? Carfell as our top end. Because if we go Hyper Aggro with Carfell Candlemaster as our top end, then we actually want the Death Knell Berserker. That was not an easy pick. Yeah, we cannot pick a second Priest of the Haunted Edge without any Snowlands, so I think... Alright. So we do have the Agar if we want to try to force our way back into blue. But I don't think any of these are worth gain blue in. I think we just grab the snow-covered mountain. Just make sure we actually have that snow stuff. Wakey of the Trolls proved itself not fast enough. You play it, you destroy one land. Next turn they like start building up the devastating board. Turn 2 you get one land. The next turn they kill you. Run amok, or do we just grab the snow-covered swamp? Extra Cavalry's not bad either. We don't have any red 2-drops right now. Oh my gosh. Is red the color we're splashing? Are we splashing red and we're just a black-green deck otherwise? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Alright. Let's go struggle for Skemfar. Yeah, Skemfar Elderhull. Alright. So we're not red. So we're just splashing in red for Immerstrom Predator. Not even Craven Hulk, I don't think. Huh. Because, yeah, I have a lot of good green cards now that I'm looking at it. Alright. Guardian Gladewalker or Boreal Outrider. We literally only have one snow covered, and it's not of the colors we want to be. So that's not it. Ain't, Chief. I let Jara start saying, no, we're red, blue. We're blue and the other. So the only thing we know is we're not white. That's literally all we know right now. Not a good place to be, exactly. Gladewalker, just get more early game? I mean, Gladewalker is a bear. Sure. Not the best. I'll get a Return Upon the Tithe. There are enough elves to res at this point that I think it's worthwhile. Not an easy pick, though. Bloodsky Berserker. Alright, so if we pick Bloodsky... Oh my gosh, no, we pick Herald. That's freaking card advantage out the wazoo. Can't hit Immerstrom Predator, but hits everything else. Basically. I'll pull a way down in. I think more than one way down's too much, but one way down's fine. Get ourselves some more early game. Alright. We are the black deck. No one's competing for us with the black. We have Immerstrom Predator, and we only... With Immerstrom Predator, I don't think we need a second Carfell. So, let's grab more early game. Keen Herald's Revenge. This is the kind of deck where that could work. Or Elderleaf Mentor. Yeah, I think it's Elderleaf Mentor. We have our 3-drops taken care of. And this rewards us for having more creatures, where we're really kind of sacrificing creatures to the other side. Alright. Yeah, Lijar Kid Seekers, definitely. Because if I end up going blue, it's for the Agar. Huh. Alright. I can actually really use the tapped, what's it called? Shimmerdrift Veil. That would be really useful for my deck right now. Love Pyre of Heroes. Going to be building a deck for constructed with that. Ravenous Lindworm. I have learned from experience that one Ravenous Lindworm is huge for your deck. And I believe any black cards I leave behind are going to be make it back round. Black-green again? So, you've actually been God for a while. It's been a long time since I've done black-green. I think that was, like, quite some time ago. Alright. So, just struggle for Skemfar or Lindworm is the question. For this deck... 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so I actually have cards that can be struggled. Alright, gotta make sure you have cards to target with a struggle for Skemfar before you pick it. And like I said, I just needed one Shimmerdrift Veil to make this deck a bit more playable. So, I'm not even really looking at them. Egon disappointed me last time. Don't fall for Egon. I think we actually pick this Highland Forest then. Get ourselves more possibility of playing our Priest of the Haunted Edge already. Egon. So, the problem is, it's like, oh, this is a card advantage card. Yes. But guess what? It costs 4 mana to do the effect once. 7 to basically be 7 mana if it ends up being Divinate. What's the other effect? So if you don't have other triggers for Throne of Death, that's bad. And if you don't have ways to fill up your graveyard, the other half is bad. So, yeah. Egon is not as good as it seems. Alright. I think this is literally the only red I'm going to put in the deck. Just a Snow-Covered Mountain and a Highland Forest. We have a Horizon Seeker, so we could search out the snow if we need it. So the question is, do I want a second Way Down? I think the answer is no. I think we go with a Snow-Covered Forest, because Skull Raid has always ended poorly when I try it. Arnie slays the troll. So yeah, you have red for Immerstrom Player, and Arnie slays the troll. And then, like, maybe for Immerstrom Skull Cairn. That would be it. I like that. So yeah, let's pick Arnie slays the troll, because if this works wonders. The problem is it doesn't always work. Elven Bow is great. Can't believe Elven Bow made it to pick 6. That's actually really impressive. Alright, Littjara Glade Warden. Another Horizon Speaker or another Death Knell Berserker. I think we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 2-drops. I think that's enough 2-drops. So the question is, do I want the Glade Warden? Or do I want another Horizon Seeker? I think I just had to go with Horizon Seeker just because of 1 time 2. Finn is just a 1/3 with Death Touch. 2 mana, 1/3 Death Touch. Ignore every other ability on it. Or that big ol' ability on it, I guess. Jarl of the Forsaken. Turn my little creatures into actual kill spells. Other than that, it's a 3/2 flasher. Auto select says Arnie's. I'm gonna go with Jarl though. I think I went with Jarl. No, it grabbed the Arnie's. Oh well. Not too imperative here. Alright. Let's actually pick the Jarl this time. Draugr Recruiter is great if you could get to trigger once, but usually it's just going to die, so it's an 8 mana res, single res. So, not really interested in that. Notvold Slumber Mound. Sure, honestly. Just gets our red sources up for the Innerstream Soul Cairn. I'm okay with that. Alright. Do I want the... Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 snow permanent snow lands. So I'm actually going with the Broken Wings instead. Alright. Skull Raid. I'm going to sideboard that for now. None of these are going to be played. Keen Herald's Revenge might be good. Invoke the Divine. Alright. Alright. So now we figure out how to build this deck. So you rip out the lands. We want there to be 23. We have enough tap lands with effects. I just realized we actually have the perfect combination. We have Skull Cairn. We have the black-red, the red-green, and the green-black. We have one of each of the tap lands that reward us for being these 3 colors. Alright. So, let's see what we don't need. So let's first look at the deck combination. 17 creatures, 12 9 creatures. So we can actually drop some creatures and be alright. Return of the Palm Tide does not seem like this deck's theme. We do not have big scary creatures for that. Let's see. This is basically a 2-drop. I'm going to rip out one of these Arnies. Keen of Skemfar gives me Wars as well. Infernal Pet's not going to trigger too often, I don't think. So here's the question. Do I rip out the Village Rites or the Way Down or both? Yeah, I think I'd rip out the other Infernal Pet as well. We just didn't end up building that aggressive a deck. So let's actually just rip out both and look at this deck. So we have an Elven Bow, Snakeskin Veil to protect us, and to give +1/+1 counters. Don't ignore that with the Death Knell Berserkers. Priest of the Haunted Edge could probably be kicked out if we want. So let's see. Oh, yeah, by the way, it's 9% red. Excuse my silence, got very tired. Will you watch Oh, you heading to bed? Yeah, don't worry. You can head to bed now, man. I'm going to take a while to make sure this deck looks good. Definitely that Immersturm Predator is going to help us win the game a lot. So we have to sacrifice other creatures, so I'm glad we don't rely on Village Rites. Let's see. This kills a creature, gets us a bunch of elf tokens for Immersturm. And for Carfell, actually. Nutvolt Slumbermount destroys lands. So here's a question. Is Arnie Slays the Troll better than, like, a Priest of the Haunted Edge? There's going to be 1, 2, 3... Okay, so yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 Snowlands total in the deck. Yeah, no. Ripping out that. But I think it's not going to be Arnie Slays the Troll. I think it's going to be Keen Herald's Revenge or something of that nature. Keen Herald, so that if we get a small creature, we can actually buff up and kill. Alright. Gonna be my cheerleader for duel 1? Sounds perfectly... Alright, I'll have to accept it then. Alright. Grab my Snowlands. And special lands. Alright. So then we have 2 splashes for red. 1 for Arnie's, 1 for Immersturm Predator. I do like 14 creatures, 9 non-creatures. That's nice. Alright. So let's see. So I need 1. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 10 more lands. And with this percentage... Alright. So let's just... 17 lands, 61, 39, 9. So with the 9, we are going to need to do... We're going to need at least... Yeah, with Nutvolt Slumbermound, with this stuff... Yeah, we're going to need 1 mountain. Just 1 mountain. And from there... Let's consider how much black and green I need. So... It is 61% green, 39% black. And we have how many lands left to grab? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Alright, so 1, 2... 2, 3... Alright, so 1... So I'm trying to think. With 17 lands, if we have 59%, 69%, we want 8 forests, I believe, total. Or 8 green sources. Yeah, we want 8 green sources. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then... Yeah, we want 5 black sources. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that puts us precisely on there. Let's count it out. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 5, 6, 7, 8 green. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 red. Plus Shimmerdrift Veil. Alright. Yeah, I like that land count. I like that land count. So this is Jund Predator, I guess. It's really, because it's weird. It's green black, but it's not an elf deck, and it doesn't have Binding of the Old Gods. Those are really the 2 cards that push you. Binding of the Old Gods, Herald as Binding of the Old God, Herald, and Skemfar Elderhall pushes that combination well. But we didn't get them all, but I think it's going to be fine. We are more aggressive oriented and using some combat tricks to get ourselves through. Alright. We have 2 Horizon Seekers. Through the Horizon Seekers, we might not need that mountain, and we might be able to put another green to make sure we get those Horizon Seekers triggering. Alright. But for now, we just play the game. Whew. Deep breaths. Get it moving. Get it going. Get it good. Ooh. Whew. So no matter how this draft goes, this will be the last theme of the day. In my original, usually when I get a bad draft, I'll then go back and get a second one that's better. But I have something that my friends are going to ask me to do today, just after this, so I can't be late. So, however this draft goes, we're keeping it. Alright, Highland Forest. Then I could play a Forest Foretell, play this on black, and We just need to draw one land or one of our playables. We have enough playables. We have a bunch of... We basically have a bunch of kill spells. We have our mana fixing. I'm going to stick with this, even though it's not the best hand. I'm just going to say that right now. This is not the best hand. But we technically have a 2-drop. So all we need to figure out is our 3-drop. Is it better to not foretell the struggle for Skemfar and get the Elven Bow? I think so. This on black. Make sure we have the mana for it. Alright. Alright, so he is an aggressive deck. So that 2-2. Thank goodness we have a 3-3, a 2-3 to stop it. And if we don't draw if we draw a land, we could actually Arnie slay this troll and then still foretell the struggle for Skemfar. Use our 2-3 to kill his 2-2. Alright, so he foretells a card. Alright. So I could Draugr Necromancer, then attack. Or I could slay the troll. How important is it that I clear this off the board? I think it's important because Arnie slays the troll gives so much additional benefits as you keep going that this just gets played now. Before that Demon Bolt comes into play, or if it's a Demon Bolt. Alright. There we are. So we kill that. We then foretell this. And we want this guy to survive, so we just swing in so that he doesn't have quick removal for it. Sorcery speed, that's good to know. So next turn we can play Draugr Necromancer and then struggle on the same turn if he has a play. Alright. Does not have a play. I think we... Let's see. Nope, we need another black source for that. So we're just going to play Draugr Necromancer. We need another black source before we play the Draugr Helm. Equips cost 3. Unfortunate. I prefer he Demon Bolts my 1/1 Elf than my 4/4 Necromancer with benefits. So, I am perfectly fine right now. Then I'm gaining life. If he plays a creature, Mass Vandal, he destroys the... Oh my gosh, please destroy the Arnie slays the troll. Oh my gosh, thank you. So he prevented me from gaining some life. Well done, sir. Well done. I think we just fight it, kill, and get ourselves a big old monster. Keen Herald's Revenge on another enemy. I like that. And because this makes our guy big and scary. Just like we want him to be. And now we have a Masked Vandal, which we can play at another time. Wait, hold up. Let me check. So we have no creatures in our graveyard. You may cast spells in exile. Alright, so unfortunately, I think this Masked Vandal is not going to be playable should he kill my Draugr Necromancer. So we're just going to play the Masked Vandal as a 1/3, get it on the board. Make Keen Herald's Revenge even more threatening. Alright, Littjara Glade Warden. Perfect. So now, we Keen Herald's Revenge. Turn this guy into an even bigger monster that has to be blocked. Because Keen Herald's Revenge forces him to block, so we trample over, and we get his Littjara Glade Warden through that. And we'll play a Horizon Seeker. Next turn, we'll probably have to just equip the Draugr's Helm. Play the Draugr's Helm as a regular permanent, equip it for 4. Turn this thing into an 8/9, and swing in. But it looks like we are aggressive enough. So, doesn't matter. We are perfectly doing well. Awesome. Alright. Still going good. Definitely need to figure out how to make it so that people see your cheerleading did well. Thank you very much, Suicune. Very much appreciate your cheerleading. And just to prove how well it did, we never even drew our Immerstrom Predator, and we still won. Thanks for staying around, Suicune. Good night, man. So yeah, this is pretty solid deck. Unfortunate, I have not figured out how to get the add-on working so that you could see the deck while playing. That is a little unfortunate, but oh well, I'll figure that out by next stream. Hopefully. But yeah, totally gonna be good. Frozen Runner. So we could go, let's see. So we can play the Immerstrom Skullcairn, Swamp, Death Knell. Next turn, foretell the struggle for Skemfar. If we draw any green, we're good. If we draw any green, we're good, and green is half the lands in our deck. So I'm going to play this not Volt first, actually, because I want to get the red source out of the way in case that ends up being necessary. So this does reveal our colors, but I'd rather reveal our colors than get mollywopped. Alright. Honestly, just Keen Herald's Revenge, force him to trade with a regular creature, is not even a bad play. Alright, so he foretells Sarl's Packmate. I'm perfectly fine with that. Alright, so first we attack. I mean, we're not blocking a Sarl's Packmate right now. And we're foretelling Struggle for Skemfar. If we draw Forest, we can struggle and still foretell the other struggle. And Death Knell Berserker is a great card to put a struggle on, because if it becomes a 3/3, it then makes 2/2 zombies when it dies. Unfortunately, I need to draw the right color of mana. I will offer to trade my 2/2 Forest 3/2. It has Menace, so there's no point in leaving it for blocking. And now we just have to draw a green source, which we have 8 green sources in our deck, at least. We have 8 green sources plus the Shimmer Drift fail. So if we can draw a green source, we'll be good. Unfortunately, now we have to leave back for the... Oh. So do I want to play Elderleaf Mentor? Or do I want to struggle and... or Horizon Seeker? I think I Elderleaf Mentor. It's the best. Like, I need to spend mana. Yeah. We're just gonna play Elderleaf Mentor and end our turn like this. Next turn we'll struggle with the Death Knell Berserker. And the turn after that. How much does that cost to trigger? Black. He just needs another black. Alright. Oh, the Despar Sentinel is that black source. So, he could tap down his creatures to kill one of mine. But he needs to tap down 2 of his creatures plus all of his lands. So, if he wants to do that, by all means, I'll allow him. That also means if he attacks with just Herald, I have to block with a 2/2 and the 3/2. Alright. So he let his Grimdraugr die like that. Okay. And that means he is 1 mana off from playing the Skemfar. Alright. Turn that into a 4/3. So I can double block to kill Herald. Or I could not and struggle, kill his Sculptor of Winter. And then next turn have a 3/3 ready. So yeah, I think that's the play. Alright. Let's travel for Skemfar. Does he actually have a Snakeskin Vial? Alright. And we're going to play Coma's Fateful. Lifelink to get ourselves back in the game. There we are. We are back in it. If he attacks with Herald, we block with Death Knell and Coma's Faithful. Yep. You can only kill one. One gives us lifelink, one gives us a 2/2. So I'm happy however this pans out. Let's see, I have 3 creatures, so I'm trying to think if I Keen Herald's Revenge. How that will pan out for me, basically. Wait, oh, I had 4 attack. My mistake. Whoops. Alright. I think it's time we have to play the Horizon Seeker. We can't fight with Struggle for Skemfar just yet. No attacks. Next turn, I can attack with the Horizon Seeker, boast to get myself a green source, and then use that green source to play Struggle for Skemfar. Huh. Definitely not the spot I want to be in. Alright, forgot about that. He's gonna make a bunch of elves. Alright. Well, he tapped himself out. Arnie slays the troll? Use this to fight the Jaspar Sentinel? It will allow me to make it big scary boy, so I'm happy with that. Creature you control, target a creature you don't control. Kill that. No attacks. Definitely gonna suck him swinging his 5/5 at me, but I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I need to keep this 2/2 around. Grim Draugr. That's fine. Yep. Okay. I'll kill the Gladewalker. Or no, I'll kill an elf. And there we are. If he wants to... Oh, if he has Mammoth Growth, we're dead anyways, so... Alright. Two +1/+1 counters on target creature. Alright. So first things first. We kill that. Mammoth Growth, I think that wins him the game. Because I can't decline the fight. So... Yep. The Mammoth Growth. Well, hold up. If he had... I couldn't have predicted Mammoth Growth. He would have killed me with a Grizzled Outrider anyways. Yeah, that was weird. He should have just killed me last turn. What was he playing around? What was he playing around? But yeah, I still like my moves. Huh. Definitely a bit risky hand. Choosing what green spell I should have played was definitely a consideration. Can't deny that. Huh. All considerations. All considerations. Oof. Notorious MIT. Alright. Black. Then I have all my colors fixed. We have a 2-drop into a 3-drop into a 4-drop. So even though the opponent goes first, this is a great hand. This is a great hand if I was going first. Black. Alright. Looks like there's multiple people going black right now. Awesome. Herald King of Skemfar is a great 3-drop to just give me more card advantage and more aggression. Alright, Infernal Pet. I'm more than happy trying the Death Knell Berserker for Infernal Pet. Yeah. Let's hide our red right now. I could actually Broken Wings the Infernal Pet on his turn when he pumps it. Berserker and all lands. Honestly, I'm glad to throw the lands back at the bottom of my deck. Send the oops. But honestly, yeah, I'm glad to have those lands at the bottom of my deck somewhere. Didn't lose anything important, and yeah. Honestly, the 3/2 with Menace is a good body, so I'm happy with it. Another Infernal Pet. Yeah, you can attack for 2. I'm fine with that. Yep. Could you imagine if I blocked that and I just got... Like, yeah. So I could Jarl the Forsaken, attack with both, get 3 in, and Jarl kill his... And that's a 3/2, so it actually helps with the board state. So I'm okay with that. Means my Draugr Necromancer doesn't really pan out, but... Yeah, if he chooses not to trade like he did now. Now we play the Draugr Necromancer. And if we draw a land, we can foretell attack. Like, we have some good plays coming in soon. Alright. Goma's Faithful. Gosh. I think we dropped the Draugr Helm, definitely. So if I draw a land... That is applying... those two are applying a lot of pressure. I cannot deny that. Alright. So if I attack with a Draugr Necromancer, I lose my creatures. But if I attack with Herald or Death Knell... I think I just attack with Death Knell, leave my mana open to Broken Wings the Infernal Pets. Or to Jarl the Forsaken if they don't get pumped. So if they get pumped, we Broken Wings 1. And if they don't get pumped, we block Jarl the Forsaken. First, do I attack for 3? If I attack for 3, how close am I to lethal? Yeah. Definitely attacking with Herald instead of the Death Knell Berserker. If he wants to double block, I will make him discard that card so that he cannot pump his team. Alright. Alright, so I could kill both. And then he's kind of out of cards. And I think we win once both are dead. Thank goodness for flashing Jarl. Okay, there we are. We are back in the front seat. Alright. And we are now a threat in the front seat. Heck yes. Basically, threaten lethal, force the double block. And if he doesn't... Another Mammoth Growth, though, is pretty threatening, but you can't have Run Amok. And a single creature alone is not enough to win this fight. Scamfire Shout, Elder Hall, or whatever it's called, is coming into play tapped, so I'm not afraid of that. So yeah, if I attack with Herald and Immerstrom Predator, he is forced to double block because he does go back up because of it. He goes to 6 instead of the low number I want him to be, but it is acceptable. To make sure I still have lethal next turn, I would have to sack my Jarl the Forsaken just before he ends his turn here. Way down. Do I want to tap the Immerstrom Predator? Let his Coma's Faithful trade with the Jarl the Forsaken. Yeah. There we are. This guy's now a threat if I block the Coma's Faithful with Jarl the Forsaken. I realize this path actually has me die to a second Mammoth Growth, but I'm trusting it to be unlikely enough that I went for it anyways. Which was a mistake, just to be clear. Let's rip out the Way Down. Or no, let's rip out a Vengeful Reaper. Here we are. 2 blockers. And a sack outlet to keep Immerstrom indestructible should I need it. Yep. That was my bomb, sir. If you can live through a bomb, you're good. And yes, in case you're wondering, that Draugr Necromancer, the whole reason I picked it, the whole reason I was happy to take it, is because it's a 4-mana 4/4. 4-mana 4/4 is a really good stat block, people. When you get offered a 4-mana 4/4, take it. It's a good stat block in this format. I mean, unless, of course, there's like a bomb or something good. But, like, a lot of people are just underestimating the value of a 4-mana 4/4. Highland Forest. Oh, I'm going first. This is a great hold the line, and it definitely has the lands, but it has my top end. Ugh. I've been punished for not keeping these more than I have for keeping them. So I'm going to keep it, even though this is probably a bad keep. If he is aggressive, I just get my face kicked in. And I think I just got rewarded with the Raider's Carve. So now I can Raider's Carve on turn 3, turn 4, Elder Leaf, crew the Raider's Carve, and attack. And then after that, I can slay the troll. If I have the mana for it, to leave up a Broken Wings. Like, not a bad time. Especially if Raider's Carve gives me lands. Faceless Haven, getting enough snow for this to pay off is really hard. Alright. He gets rid of my struggle for Skemfar. I'm perfectly happy with that. Alright. And we're immediately going to crew. And guess what? This is why the 4/4 stat line is so great. So it's turn 4. I get attack in. And if he blocks, he just chumps. He does not do anything. And we get our forest. Look at that. We are now ramped out. We have a big old 4/4, which we can actually use to slay the troll if we want to kill something. Yeah, I can use it to kill his Augury Raven. Alright, I'll take the Draugr Thought Thief. This is perfectly fine. No blocks. Alright. What's he going to do with his 2 leftover mana? Alright. So, right. So, first thing I do is I crew this. It's 2 white, so the only thing I can think of as a combat trick is Wings of the Cosmos, which I can respond to with Broken Wings, so I like that. Oh, that's it. Actually, hold up. Do I just kill this and then Broken Wings the Augury Raven? Nah, I like this. I'm not scared of the Draugr Thought Thief. I'd rather keep the Broken Wings for an actual threat. That's actually a good card to have in the back pocket. Alright. And using the Elven Bow, feel free to trade your 3-drop with a 1/1. I'm more than appreciative, more than open for such a trade. So, here's the thing. I'm actually going to put a stop at upkeep. So what I can do is I can crew the Raider's Carve, turn it into a 6/6 with Arnie Slays the Trolls, and then attack. So I'm going to put a stop on my upkeep so I can crew it instantly. Oh. Alright, fine. Let's have a 3/3 Flying Bird instead. You were so adamant on it, sir. I actually like equipping that here, so then he can't even trade with the Elderleaf Mentor. Awesome. And we'll just end the turn. So we cannot I was planning to re-equip the Elven Bow, but here's the thing, if we re-equip, then the damage causes Elderleaf Mentor to die, so we had to keep that equipped. Raven form, in case you haven't noticed, is not really a solution to these problems. This is the artifact he's targeting. Alright. Yeah, please target the artifacts and not the creatures, sir. The artifacts and not the creatures. That is a 4/4 flyer, so I'm not letting him take it out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I play the Draugr Helm, I do not make a creature, and I equip for 4. So I'm going to Decline. Yep. There we are. Yep. This is why Snakeskin Veil is really good to have in the back line. Very much appreciated. And this is a theme. So the reason I was scared about using the Immerstrom Predator is a lot of games you will not draw it, and you need to make sure your deck is good when you don't draw it. The thing is, we have so many... We have 3 4-drops that can really take advantage of these fight cards. We have Keen Herald, we have a Raider's Carve, like... Yeah. Coma's Faithful, I'm okay, like, trading off in a fight effect. So... Like, we have good cards to fight with, and we're kind of a tempo-aggressive deck. We then have enough lands, because of our 3 lands that could sacrifice themselves, we have enough lands for what we need to do. Turns out we did choose the right choice of how many red to get, because our Horizon Seekers have not been pulling their weight yet. Not yet. Alright, Highland Forest into Skimfire Elder Hall. Then I play a Guardian Gladewalker, have a... So the tap lands make this a bit slow. But other than the tap lands, this is an amazingly curved hand. So if I draw an untapped land, I could just play a Gladewalker. I think I actually play the tap land, then I Horizon Seeker sort of thing. Yeah, so I think I play the Notvolt Slumber Round. Next turn, I Snow-Covered Mountain and play an Elven Bow to stop that Fiend's Aggression. Instead of the 2/2 Gladewalker. Because I then don't have a 2-drop. So... There we are. Next turn we play Elven Bow. Block the Battlefield Raptor. That is a nice looking land, by the way, sir. You really took some time. You got some nice looking lands, sir. Edward P. Beard Jr. Alright. Well, now that I drew the untapped land, turns out this was a mistake, but it's fine. We now have a 2/3 to block his Battlefield Raptor. I'm going to kill the Clarion Spirit first if he offers that trade. I'm assuming if he offers that trade, that he has a combat trick. You have to assume if he offers that trade, he has a combat trick. Alright. Raider's Carve, then Horizon Seeker, tap Horizon Seeker, crew attack. Or I could Horizon Seeker. Then next turn, let's see, I will have 5 mana. I could play Guardian Gladewalker, attack, fetch. Whatever the case, we play the tap land, because this is an opportunity for it. And I think I'm going to take the Horizon Seeker route. Raider's Carve. Well, Raider's Carve is for if I'm going aggressive. Right now, he's shown that he is an aggressive deck himself. I want to go on the defensive. Alright. Next turn I can Gladewalker, or I can attack with a Horizon Seeker, and then still leave up a Broken Wings. So if I attack with a Horizon Seeker, any maneuver he does is a trade. I could then actually respond with a Broken Wings if he if the trade ends up churning his creature down. Alright. That's perfectly acceptable. So here's the thing. I think if I attack with my Horizon Seeker, he's actually going to double block with the Flyers. So... Let's see how he blocks. That plus the Raptor. Perfect. So now I Broken Wings the Raptor. Boast outs. Get ourselves a swamp. Kill that thing. There we are. And we stunted him again. Next turn we play the Gladewalker to force a double block there. Let's see. Slumber Mound asks for green, green, red. and 3, so it's not there yet. Alright, that's fine. This asks for more swamps, so not there yet either. Alright, well that's fine. So I claim that. I think we Horizon Seeker and Glade Walker to make the Horizon Seeker a bigger body. This gives +2/+1. Alright, so this could turn that into a 3/4, which means it trades with a Starnheim Courser that's pumped. Versus... yeah, I like the 3 health mark, especially with where his stat blocks are right now. Next turn, I could activate the Skemfar Elder Hall, or I can activate the Notvold Slumber Mound. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So I can activate the Slumber Mound. I think I activate the Slumber Mound first, because that costs, that costs 6, 7, then this costs 6, then this costs 5. So yeah, I will trade. Alright. So I can equip that and then struggle for Skemfar, correct? I think that's better. There we are. 6/6 reach. Next turn we Notvold Slumber Mound. The turn after that we nerf Cole. Cost 3 to equip. I think I'm willing to trade everything for the Horizon Seeker if he wants to make that trade. Now he's almost out of cards. Let's... let's hold him to the ground. We'll be attacking with the 4/4 Trampler later. Alright. I think I attack with the Horizon Seeker and the Troll. I am capable of re-equipping and, like, I'm okay with trades right now. Yep, he's reading the card. I was going to not hover over it to make him not know. Alright, we kill all of his flyers. He's blocking with freaking everything. Alright. I like how he's scared of the Horizon Seeker. Alright, let's actually... yeah, let's kill those first. And then... oh, only time you could cast... anytime you could cast a sorcery. That was him seeing what I didn't see. There we are. Oh well. Didn't realize that was sorcery speed only. That's okay. That was a mistake. Let me admit it. That was a mistake. Let me state that that's okay. Okay. So I can equip the Elven Bow, attack with a big old scary creature. Yeah, I like this. And then I could Snakeskin fail if he does it, so we 2 for 2. So if he double blocks, I can 2 for 2. Otherwise, I deal 10 damage. That's okay. He equips his Valkyrie sword. I could crew the Raider's Carve, block the Doomscar Oracle, or I can just trade it with the Hagi Mob. Definitely made some mistakes this game. Definitely made some mistakes this game. Not going to deny that. Not going to deny that. Alright. So the question is, the correct move is to attack and not choose a target for the 1 damage. Because if he chooses a target for the 1 damage, then I could tap it plus 2 others and trade the Raider's Carve and an Elf Warrior for it. If he doesn't... Alright. Alright. I'm okay trading the Doomscar. Or... Yep. I know you have a combat trick, sir. Alright. Oh my gosh. Smart man. I'm the one who was an idiot there. But here's the thing. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage on him. Actually, hold up. Force the discard. 6, 7, 8. Alright, so we managed anyways. We managed anyways. Well, that just means we built a good deck. That just means we built a good deck. Alright. By the way, I should state that these last 2 games, black has impressed me. I basically stated that black was the worst color, and it's like by a notable margin. But like, last 2 decks have been black, and these decks have been doing pretty decently. Albeit this one was mostly white, this one's mostly green, but like, black isn't as bad as I thought it was. It is. I still stand by it's the worst color, but it's much more negligible than I thought it was. I thought it was like you could not pick black unless you had a darn good reason. Actually, it still is. I still stand by everything I said, just not as vehemently, I guess would be a better phrasing. Alright. Okay, because the opponent goes first, I'm okay with this keep. Because I get Raider's Carve, then I could crew with Immerstrom if I draw a single land in these several turns. And if any of those lands are green, then I could Guardian Gladewalker on the way there. So, all we need is 1 land for this deck, for this to work. And with 2 lands, we do powerful things. Alright. So. Unfortunately, we did not get green. Not in time. Sarl's Packmate. Alright. Well. Raider's Carve. I was gonna say, is he mana flooded? Alright. Do I Coma's Faithful to... No, I Raider's Carve. I'm the aggressor. I can Coma's Faithful to crew it if I need be. But, yeah, I need to draw a land. I have done 3 draws for a land. 4th draw has to be the charm. I have to draw a land now. Alright. Land. Preferably green. I have 17 lands in this deck. Even if it's tap land, at the very least... Oh, there we are. Play my bomb. Attack for 4. Okay. Unfortunately, Raider's Carve is not always a creature. Alright, that's fine. So now I can play Coma's Faithful, tap it to trigger a Raider's Carve. Yeah, I like that. And we are back on the aggressive. Alright, if you Broken Wings my Immerstrum, it really doesn't hurt me because I can sack the Coma's Faithful. Land, please. Awesome. I appreciate it. And we can activate the Immerstrum if we want to. Alright, that's fine. He has a buff for it. I'm okay trading the Raider's Carve for a combat trick. Ooh, that's a good combat trick for him. Ooh. Ooh. Keeps my creature indestructible. Prevents the demonic gifts from returning it, because if he returns it, he gets another... if he returns the Sorrow's Packmate, he gets another card draw. He's actually getting very close to dead. Alright. So let's just, like, math it out. So I could Keen Herald's Revenge, 7, attack, 8. Yeah. So I think, yeah, struggle for Scamfar, kill a creature. Ooh. He is aggressing me pretty hard. Can't deny that. I don't kill him this turn. So let's see. Attacks for 6, Thren's lethal. And let's see. 1, 1, 2, 1. So I have enough to trigger it, but nothing more. And that's only 3 damage. Struggle for Scamfar could kill off one of his threats. Guardian Gladewalker taps up my mana, basically. That's attacking. So the question is just, do we fight, or do we Gladewalker make another body? So Gladewalker can make me heal for more, and gives me another blocker. Fight kills the 3/3, but then if he kills our Coma's Faithful, we're dead. But if he kills our Coma's Faithful, I think we're dead in more ways than one. Draugr's Helm makes a 4/4, which is a better body than Guardian Gladewalker. So it's just a question of, do I struggle for Scamfar, or do I just... I think this is the safest play. Alright. The lifelink on Coma's Faithful is going to be the deciding factor of if we can win this. I think that's legitimately the case. He is pulled off a good comeback. A very strong comeback. Yeah, that's exactly what we were afraid of. I'm going to make this guy indestructible, kill that, so that still goes to our grave, and mills him 3 cards. No creatures, that's good. 6/6 is now indestructible. Oh my god, it's still enough. By 1 turn, I couldn't beat him. Alright, that's fair enough. Fair enough. I knew that was a kind of risky keep. But as I said, the lifelink was kind of the saving grace. So not getting that life was therefore... I could have struggled for Scamfar using my 3/1 to kill the 4/4. And that would make me survive with 4 health. Oh, but then he just eats to extinction my Emerson Predator because I have no creatures now. Yep. The 3/3s just constantly applied pressure, and I wasn't about to give up on my pressure for it to stop it. Alright. Do I have any double colors? Well, we have a lot of green, so... Alright. So we're going to play Raider's Car first. That way Horizon Seeker can crew it, because gain a land into the battlefield tapped is better than gain a land in our hand. I still stand by that play. Next turn we can Horizon Seeker, tap, crew, attack. Love if there's a land on the top. Nope. Alright. That is fine. I have a Snakeskin Veil because I chose green. I chose green, right? Yep. So if he does something absurd right now, I can combat trick him. Next turn we'll probably crew Arnie Slays the Troll to kill the Frenzied Raider, and then play Death Knell Berserker along with it. Crowder Doom Scourge. Alright. Next. Alright. Attack with a 4-3. I am okay with that. I am still winning this race. Okay, I really like this play. So I play this. And once again, crew. Better play. So I play this guy. I make these two indestructible. I then crew with the Garfell Kennelmaster. And I attack basically for lethal. Oh, no blocks. Alright. Now it's really for lethal. Yep, Garfell Kennelmaster, 1 at the top end, is always very valuable. Very, very valuable. But yeah. The top end for your deck is 5 mana, which is important to note for some of this stuff. Minimize Prophecy. Alright. 5-2. This is actually a pretty decent deck. Even when I don't draw the Immerstrom Predator. So I will say I lost the game with Immerstrom Predator in play, so... That being said, it was because I was too aggressive. I was assuming he didn't have it, and he had it. I will say he never killed the Emerson Predator. It was a bomb. It was threatening lethal the very next turn. Alright, I go first. I have Herald of Skemfar. So, and I have all my lands, so while it's not the fastest curve, I'm going with it. Alright. Oof. I think I could hide my colors right now. Next turn. Yeah, no point in playing the Draugur's Helm. Not yet. Actually, there was a point. Because right now I don't have a turn 4, but I think I'm going to get one with Herald, is the hope. I have missed with him before, There are cards like Karfell, which is a zombie berserker, cards that aren't elves or warriors, but I think I have enough in the deck to make this work most of the time. Alright, there we are. We have a 4-drop. Sonam Courser. Alright. So I have 2 paths. Death Knell Berserker plus Guardian Gladewalker, or Elderleaf Mentor. Let me think what I think is better. Puts the same amount of power in play, but one is a lot more resilient for Karfell next turn. And if he doesn't play a good creature to block with, Karfell allows me to charge on in. Follow the Imposter. Alright. Just add to a bigger body. I mean, if you want a race, I'll give you a race. Alright, so I want him to kill the Death Knell Berserker. So I'm going to play Karfell, pumping up the Herald and the Guardian Gladewalker. Make them indestructible. So if he wants to kill something, he kills the Death Knell Berserker. And the Death Knell Berserker gives me a 2/2. So yep, use Radiant and just like, am I really Iron Vertiging this? And yes, you are. Congratulations, you removed 1 power from the board. Next turn, I could equip the Draugr's Helm, attach it to Karfell, and just say, just start wrecking shop. Actually, hold up. 6, 7, 8, 9. We are very little mana away from lethaling him, I think. If he doesn't play a threat or somehow solve this board state, I think... Oh, well, that helps solve the board state. Alright. So, unfortunately, we cannot create a creature, but guess what? +2/+2 on Menace. This only exiles a creature with the greatest power, so we're going to have him exile a zombie berserker instead of Herald. These both have Menace, so he can't block. And he's at 4 health. I'm threatening lethal, basically. So he exiles my 4/4, and he gets a forest. Congratulations, sir. I'm about to attack you with 2 3-mana 3/3 3 attack menace creatures. So have fun stopping that. I gave an Elderleaf Mentor along the way. I am 1 mana off from Elderleaf Mentoring, but Scamfar Shadow Hall is really going to help my math out too. Alright, so he makes this guy a big ol' Starnheim. Yep, has to attack. Let me look at the math here. The number of creatures you control. Perfect. Can't be blocked. 4/4. Attack for lethal. That 1 point of damage from Keen Herald's Revenge panned out in the end. That was nice. That was nice. That was really, really nice. Alright. Keep it moving. Hey, 6-2. I did not realize we were this far already. I just kind of playing. Alright. Final game. Final game. Alright. Opponent goes first. We are a mana. We have very low mana. There we are. We have all our colors fixed. I think we throw back... This is a great combo right here. This is a great 2-card combo. I think we throw back the Broken Wings because the Draugr Necromancer is going to get its value in this fight. I think we just assume that Broken Wings isn't going to have a good target. Alright. So, we name green. A single Shimmerdrift Veil changes your mana viability by so much, and I appreciate it. Alright. Question. Do we change of plans, play Raider's Carve? No. Because we can play Immerstrom, Guardian Gladewalker to pump up our death knell. There we are. Next turn I play Draugr Necromancer. Yep. Go right ahead. I'm fine with racing you, sir. Alright. Yeah, I think I still Draugr Necromancer. He does have mana open, and he might have a few cards to play here, but I think this is worth the price. And again, everyone, I'm not going to worry about keeping the Draugr Necromancer safe. I'm just going to... Alright. So... Glorious Protector, can't really play around it very much. And he reduced my power by 1. I'm not exactly going to feel bad about that. Alright. Can't really attack with the Sarl's Packmate. Yes, double block if I use my Draugr Necromancer. Yeah, not really going to play around Glorious Protector. A rare that you normally foretell. Let's see. Master Sculpt. Alright. Fine by me. Alright. Why did I not kill the 3/4? I'm gonna actually put a stop at the upkeep so I can crew the Raider's Carve and give that the +1/+1 counters. I literally had a chance to just kill the Glorious Protector. Alright. He has double block to kill. He has to block, so he either double chumps, or I get the advantage. Alright. Alright. Need that upkeep again, since we have a 6/6 on the sideboard. Oof. I'm alright triple blocking against the Lindworm. Necromancer is actually now my value tool. So... no enchantments in my grave yet, but I have a Sorrow's Packmate. Yep. Made some stupid mistakes. Let's see if it punishes less. Okay. I think I lose these guys' ability to play them. Darn it. Darn it. several Darnets in a row. Yeah, can't let... I literally would die. So I made mistakes, and I got punished for it. As the game should be. So, even though this is a really bad position to be, it is my fault that I am here. Alright. Yeah, I cannot trigger that because I need a red source. In case anyone's curious. Gotta make sure I don't die. So I could turn that into a 7/7, kill the Glorious Protector, but then if I attack in, he trades, and I'm just still out of luck. I think he just kills me with the board. If I attack with my Coma's Faithful instead, I go to 11, or I go to 12, and then he just kills me on the board. If I crew this, kill the Ravenous Lindworm, I'm still dead on board. I go with this because this is the highest likelihood to fix issues. But yeah, definitely not killing the Glorious Protector when I had the chance was this huge mistake that lost me the game. Oh well. The last game was lost because of my mistake. Therefore, it's just my issue to resolve. Also, I didn't play the cards Exiled Draugr Necromancer, which one was a card draw, so let's just put it that way. One was a card draw. Why was I not playing my cards with Draugr Necromancer? So that was my fault. So I take full accountability. But guess what? Guess what? If you look at where I am, we got 6 wins. We got 6 wins in a row, which means I'm winning 66% of my games. I'm winning 2 out of every 3 games. I win 2, so that's still really good. Like this mode costs 1,500 gems to play. I got 1,800 gems from it, plus the packs, plus the cards used to make this deck. So this was still a great victory. It's just the only reason I feel bad is that I was so close to 7 wins. But like that's just me being prideful. That's not like the game being tough or anything like that. Oof. Alright. Well, I always like opening these last packs in case people are interested in what's in my packs. Oh my gosh, we have 2 gold span dragons now. That is really good. We have 2 gold span dragons now. I might be able to do something with that. Sigrid God Favored. We now have 2 Sigrids. That's also something very valuable. Alright. Search of Greatness. So I have a fun deck idea with Search of Greatness, but it's just really vulnerable and not good enough in the current formats. Or in the current standard. Kaldheim, God of Kinship. Alright. Very legendary based thing. I'm not sure how many legendary creatures I can fit in a deck, though. So, not sure how good that ends up being. Ah. Alright, more Raven's Warnings. So the thing with Raven's Warning is I feel like the ability to pull cards from outside of the game really works for best of 1 instead of best of 3. But hey, that just means I have a good best of 1 deck probably. Alright, anyways, thank you all for watching.